Hey guys, Cookie38, and we're back with some 5th edition. It's been quite a while. It's like a month and a half, something like that.
I'm not sure
So,
if I remember what
I
happened.
don't know where Michael is, probably at work, I'd assume. But other than that, we have our good old Dungeon Master Will,
Woo.
we have Danielle
Hi.
and Connie,
Hi.
we have Andy,
Hello.
and we have Adam.
Oh.
And then we've got someone else who's just listening in on us, who you probably won't hear. So, now, Will, we've been talking amongst ourselves, trying to figure out what happened last time because it's been so long.
Yeah, no, I've been thinking about that as well.
Something to do with helping a ghost escape this spooky mansion.
Yes.
Yeah, I think last time we learned some, then learned we had to go do something else with the objects in the cells. That was about it.
Alright, yeah. So,
So I have a few questions.
Mhm.
Sorry, because we missed the session. The last thing I remember happening is we were in the woods. We'd helped the prince get to that chateau thing, and then met the guy, and he was like, "Ooh, come with us for our adventure." And I was like, "That's the last thing I remember." So what happened
yeah,
with that?
we had that thing. Right. I'll try a quick recap, especially with like the exposition dump I fucking did as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh god.
Oh my god.
Try and I'll bring it in. Right. So the chateau thing, you went in, you met with the Lord Black of, you know, the kingdom and shit. Powerful dude. um you like had a conversation with him and about general things. You were invited to dinner, and then you would have the business proposition afterwards, and the proposition was, you would effectively be on retainer for this guy doing jobs that he'd need people to do and yet not be connected to him because legality and shit. um um and he also offered you up in that wasn't hinging on that, but was like just an extra job you could go do, which you're on the way to do, which is to like salvage shit from a sky galleon that crashed somewhere over the deep woods. So you're going that way. And in this, well, I think possibly after the dinner, he invited you for drinks in which you were discussing things, and he got pretty drunk and was like expositing about this is a month ago, so I'm trying to remember as well. Um, talking about like the king and how he's not been seen for however long it was, a year or more, and how his son, the prince who he kidnapped, hadn't seen him despite being ostensibly in the same castle and shit, and how something's going fucky, and the dude who's effectively a grand vizier, like Jafar kind of guy, called Lord Carillia, they think he's up to no good and doing some weird shit like that, and then told an expositional story about annoying because I did this and I'd planned to do this, and backstory wise, you it told a story about what could be called like a peasant revolt, or depending on the point of view, the Ravenholt massacre, in which Lord Carillia went and did a thing and basically put an entire village to the sword down at the Fair Coast, and that's why Lord Black thinks he's a prick. And yeah, now he's in power kind of thing. He's regent and shit like that.
Well, that guy isn't on the list.
I mean, yeah, I mean, you have to admit that is probably a pretty good reason to think that he's a prick.
So yeah, there was all this I can't remember any of the super specifics. I'm sure I've written it down somewhere, but there's this exposition which is all to make you not like the guy, by design. And then, like, you guys agreed to do this other mission, and then discuss whether to do the whole retainer thing, because obviously not all of you were there. And then on the way, because you were going on this map, So obviously you were in there over here, and you're going over here, and somewhere by here, by the river or whatever, you were crossing, or getting to a crossing point. And then the little girl, the blonde-haired girl
Oh,
that
God,
randomly
yeah.
appears, right?
Yeah.
Appeared to everybody who only like 2 people had seen her at this point. Appeared to everybody, appearing to want to go to like this fucking creepy old place on the hill. So you know, you all
I
ended
still
up going
bother
in.
she licked my nose though.
Yeah.
It's just upset me.
But yeah, went up to this creepy place on the hill.
Left's gone.
And we're looking around it, and then a little ghost girl appeared, wanting to be forgotten by the building and asking you to help her out.
Yeah.
Which you
Yeah.
began to do.
I feel like I missed a very important session.
Sorry. A tiny bit. It is.
Damn it.
Right. But now you're like halfway through this creepy house doing things, and the thing that Adam said was that like, because she wants the place, which it's called the Shalebridge Cradle, and it was like an orphanage / also insane asylum at one point, like at the same time. It like she can't leave despite being super dead. Because it remembers her, because of like there's certain things first, like you had to get rid of like a vial of her blood. You had to put it in a drain pipe so it would leave the building. And then you found her nightgown and burnt it in the morgue. But then the last thing was she still couldn't leave, and you needed to get rid of her blood stain in the attic while it was fresh, which means going into the cradled memories of the past and getting rid of it there.
Can I just quickly point out, well, how can she be super dead? I thought it's either you're alive or you're dead, and that's it. Or in the case of my skeleton, he's undead, I guess.
I guess super dead would refer to just, you know, very definitely, undoubtedly dead.
She's so dead, there's no body left, kind of thing.
Basically, yeah.
But there is a body left. She's right there. She's a ghost.
That's not a body, that's incorporeal.
It's still an incorporeal body.
But yeah, so you're doing that.
Fucking ignored.
And she said, what is it? Yeah, you have to go into the past, into the cradle's memories. It's the only way. You'll have to pretend to be one of the patients so the cradle won't see you.
Hmm.
Then it talked about each of the patients had a favorite toy, and you can use them to get into the cradle's memory. Find one of the toys, and I'll tell you what to do next.
I'm not a fan of this bit.
Are you not?
Hmm. I feel like there's instant kill mechanics, maybe. So I'm really scared. If we act out a line, the fucking insane asylum is just gonna fucking destroy us, eat us, whatever the fuck. I'm scared. I'm just scared.
Wait, this is an insane asylum.
It's Outlast.
Okay.
Also an orphanage.
Oh god.
Abandoned now, obviously.
Yeah.
Chase past the light.
Somehow
Like
I
weird
don't
undead
think.
things wandering around.
Somehow I don't think the combination of an insane asylum and an orphanage is a good combination.
No, it's not, is it?
No. Come along,
a
come
postcard.
kids. Don't look at the crazy person who's screaming, murder, murder, murder. Don't look at him. It's fine.
Basically Greenhead College.
I'll take your word for that.
Well, they do like they put like little kids through and you just never see them again. Like we've seen so many kids
Oh.
like walk past us into the kitchen and they're never seen again.
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
Also, if you have this thing on in the background, just going on loop.
Yeah, I have got it on
makes
already.
it-
Oh
makes
god.
it creepier.
Fine.
Makes it way creepier.
Yeah, 100%.
As the DM, I was creeping myself out because this shit was playing in my ears.
I'll play it on my own.
Alright. I'll play it, but I'm gonna have it like lower than half.
Look, yeah, oh yeah, I have it
Oh,
really
yeah,
low.
You gotta have it real. Otherwise, you can't hear anybody else.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I'm 20 seconds in. I'm already creeped the fuck out.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
But yeah, so you're all that. You're currently. You guys are all.
Didn't we head like downstairs? Wasn't that the last thing we did?
That was the Morg thing. Then we.
Oh,
came
did we
back
head back up?
Then we came back up with the Whitehall at the moment, I think. Is that what we
Yeah.
are?
What? Yeah, Whitehall is where like all the patient cells are.
Because
Like, they're little-
we just had that. We just had a fight there, didn't we?
I can't remember. Did we do a short rest or long
I
rest?
think it was short. Oh, by the way, Ulrich's above maximum hit points on his right.
I don't
I don't do good with horror games. This isn't. This ambience
I'm not-
is
my,
not helping me.
Yeah, no, my max hit point should be 40 something, but the thingy isn't right.
40 what?
42.
Yeah, that's where it doesn't save shit when I'm trying to save.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, by the way, Krastar should have 39.
39.
Yeah, I'm on 32 at the moment.
Yeah, change it.
Yeah, should do.
So I've got to change your health like every fucking session. No.
What you can do is there a journal thing?
How do you mean?
Okay. Well, what you can do what I do is actually no, it won't work. Never mind, ignore me. I was thinking of Pathfinder because what I can do in Pathfinder is because we have the character sheets on roll 20, I can just pull the information, any information that's changed, kind of from there directly.
Hmm.
So yeah, no, never matter. Ignore this
I-
rambling fool.
There was also these weird things we had to fight.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if they're still about.
They probably will be, but we killed the ones that we came across.
Yeah, because you killed a couple. You killed like at least one down at the morgue, and you killed a couple in Whitehall,
Yeah.
Yeah.
We killed quite a lot
and
actually.
like disintegrated them.
Yeah, because of the moonbeam was OP against them.
But yeah, so you're currently in, it's this long, darkened room with cells lining each side.
And the,
you've got to find the toys.
Yeah, the objects are in the individual cells.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to the first one.
Cell number 1.
Yeah.
There is nothing in it.
Oh. Cell number 2.
Cell number 2. So inside cell number 2 is.
Krastar.
Now, where the fuck did that page go? There it is.
I'm trying to remember the patients right now.
I can, recap you on like this shit you've seen.
Yeah.
A set of blunt utensils. I think you've seen it. Yeah, you saw them before. I don't know if you picked them up.
Mhm.
But there's a set of blunt
Yeah.
utensils in cell number 2.
I'll go and try to pick them.
Pick them up, and you
Oh, go on.
grab them.
So you're gonna be the big boy.
Yeah.
You hear Ghost go. The toy you just picked up is a key to the Cradle's memories. Now you have to figure out where to bring it. There's a special place for each toy. When you put the toy in the right place, you'll enter the past.
Oh shit.
Oh, what was the? Oh, what are the? This guy's a specific place you had to go to eat. Oh,
I mean, we could just look through this document again.
yeah.
You look through the document again. Specifically at cell number 2. Allowed to carry a set of blunt utensils. Visits to the meal hall permitted under escort.
Okay, meat hall.
Meal hall is... What the fuck is the meal hall?
But
Can
it's
never
not on the
do.
map that we can see.
Yeah, the map's... It's sort of like around this area, I think.
Just go and try.
I don't want to say go on your own, because you'd just be on your own in the past.
Oh no, we're all gonna go.
We have to act like the other patients.
Do we?
That's what I'm assuming.
Okay.
Oh, Oh, the fucking hospital's gonna get us. So
No. Alright, okay. Here's the thing, right? It specifically says it's allowed to go to the mess hall under escort. So I'm assuming at least one other person is probably allowed to go with. If going by that logic, one other person would have to go with as the escort. Air quotations.
Do we have to do exactly what it says? Or...
Um,
I don't feel like being eaten alive by like a hawk.
No, it
I'm the only one that
doesn't
think
mean-
it's cursed, by the way, that does this sort of shit. So,
Yeah, it don't mean to enter the memory you have to be under escort. It means the person had to go there under escort. We just need to take the folks to the meal hall.
alright.
let's all go to the meal hall so Ulrich doesn't die.
You'll go to the
It just
meal
means we have to act quick to find the other ties if it does just leave us behind.
I mean, you can pick up the other toys now.
Oh, alright, I'll search 3. I'll search cell number 3. Which I think is the little girl's, actually.
hall. It's a candle.
Oh. Patient freeze document.
Keeps an unlit candle. Patient has frequent episodes of sleepwalking that inevitably lead to the morgue.
Have fun for it.
Oh god, alright.
I'll search for.
It's a set of tools,
I mean the
or a
document.
toolbox thing, and it says patient is allowed supervised access to his clockworking tools in a wooden box. He is allowed to perform repair tasks in the shock therapy room.
The
which
shock.
is it's in
The
the
shock room.
treatment rooms at the top.
I'll check
The
5.
shock therapy room. Okay, it's okay. So me and Frey can go in the same direction because ours is in the same way,
Uh,
kind of.
5.
Mhm.
You find a telescope, and the document says he is allowed to bring it up to the old observatory once a month, which is like this set of stairs.
Okay.
Oh god.
One, the observatory where her blood is.
No, the observatory. The blood is in the attic.
Like
up
the
here.
attic over here.
Oh, right.
We're getting split up. This is scary, dude.
I mean, is one item going to take us all to the past, or is it going to take one of us?
We don't know.
Is there any more cells?
There's like
Oh.
10, I think.
10. Oh, God.
9.
9. I'll go search the next one.
Number 6. A small urn filled with ashes, and the document says keeps the ashes of a stillborn child in an urn. Permitted to take her baby for walks in the exercise yard.
Alright.
That's rather upsetting.
How many is there?
Which like you get out from over here somewhere.
Might as well search the rest of them. There's only 3 more.
The number 7, it's like a wooden birdhouse. I think. Yeah, a little wooden birdhouse. Patient is allowed to affix her wooden birdhouse to the balcony under supervision twice a month. I think that's at the observatory. Number 8, it's a Victrola, which is like a little musical instrument. Permission has been granted for her to give dance recitals in the lobotomy theatre with a Victrola. And number 9 is a tinderbox minus fuel, allowed to light the fire in the lounge as a reward for good behaviour.
No.
What the fuck? You've been a very good boy. Here, do this thing for us. So that's like, so clearly number 9 was a pyromaniac.
Yeah. Fire's fun.
So. I guess it's pick and choose your item now. 'Cause...
Beth's got
I'm fine with a candle, I guess. The morgue's a little bit scary, but I'm fine.
I'll stick with the shock treatment room. Can I just suggest that, first of all, we all go to one of them first, and we see
See
if
what
it drags us
happens.
all to the past. If it does, then we'll just go do it one by one. If it doesn't, then we'll have to go separate.
Which one are you
Who
going
wants
with?
to go first?
You want to do the dining hall first?
Okay.
You guys head all over here. So I think it's over here. To dining room. Little mess hall. You know, it's just tables and stuff. Like I think you cleared the weird creature thing out of the horror records.
Okay.
So you head through, still creepy as fuck, obviously, and the weird sounds going on. You get into the mess hall, and you're in the mess hall. You've got the blunt utensils.
Mhm.
What do you do with them?
Does it look like there was a seat anywhere?
I mean, there's like tables with benches.
I'll go hold them in my hands and sit down on one of the benches at the table. Anything happens?
Nothing seems to happen for a few seconds, and then like you blink, and your image of the place changes. Like it's a bit brighter, but the shadows are deeper, and suddenly looking around, you can't see anybody else.
Ulrich's gone.
Yeah.
Alright,
yeah.
I'm
Is-
holding my
is Ul-
candle out.
is Ulrich-
Going
is-
into the light.
Is Ulrich still there for us, or he's disappeared?
Yeah, it's gone.
Right.
Okay, we're gonna go up separately. Right. Good luck,
Hang on,
guys.
I don't pick an item.
I'll take my telescope.
Krastar out.
Observatory, here I come.
Yeah.
Split the party up, split the party up. Oh no.
This is Will's ingenious scheme to get us all killed.
Yes.
So he can just say fuck it.
Oh wow.
Which one's Lamé doing?
I'm going to do the musical instrument.
Not yet.
Okay,
That's the bottom of the
that's-
theatre.
treatment rooms up at the top.
Yeah.
Well, also is Lame coming up in my direction, or
Oh wait, where are you going?
treatment room?
Oh, never mind then. I will do.
It's different rooms. There's a
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
but like all on one corridor kind of.
Ah, fair dues. So I'll wander up that direction with Lame before splitting off to go to my
Mhm.
treatment room.
Right. So you all, split apart. Take a few minutes to take your own things to where you're going, and each time you get to wherever it is, and get to a certain point, and like with Eric, after a couple of blinks, suddenly everything simultaneously gets darker and brighter. Shadows are deeper, but the lights are on,
Mm-hmm.
and there's no one immediately around you. In whichever room you're in, there's no one immediately there, but you can hear things moving around and stuff going on. And I'm gonna jump to Ulrich at first because he was there first.
Yeah.
Alright.
You're in the mess hall.
Okay.
You're alone.
Alone.
This
I'll
music.
try standing up and walking out myself.
You stand. You feel a bit different, and then looking at yourself, you have none of your stuff. And you honestly don't look like you.
Okay.
But you walk out. And you get into the doorway. You can see, towards like the nursery tower and out into the hall of records a little bit, and you can see like these shadow people walking
Yeah.
around, like shades, walking around in after observing for a sec, like almost in a pattern, patrol pattern kind of thing. And they're walking around and looking in the shadows and stalking about.
Can I try to avoid them?
Roll a stealth check.
My stuff is.
Okay. One moment. Which direction are you going?
Come out, turn left.
Okay.
So. That way.
Yeah. Let me see what to do. Yeah, oh, where am I? Actually, I forgot to say a thing. You hear, like as you're setting off, the little girl saying, "It worked. You're in the past now. This is what everything looks like, the way the cradle remembers it." it's like a stitch in time. You can't die here because you're inside of a patient. But if the staff catch you, they'll take away your toy, and you'll have to find another one.
Okay.
And then she says, "Now, will you get my diary? In the real world, it's all torn apart, and we'd never find all the pages. But in the past, it's just the way I left it, up in the nursery tower. Please find it and burn it in the morgue."
Yeah, so forget it's and left.
So that was at an immediate right from where I am.
Yeah.
So I'll have a look at right and see if I can go up there, or see if there's any shades.
Yeah, there is a shade sort of patrolling around the top of the stairs. Like walking past the top of the stairs every now and then.
Right. I am trying to time it to go past him, else he's not there.
Mm-hmm. There it is. Does he have disadvantage? Alright, I give the shed disadvantage to see you
Mm-hmm.
because you timed it. But you rolled a 19 and a 20.
Ooh.
You time it, but like as you go upstairs, you make a little bit of a creaky noise, and the shed like whips around, searches around for a second, and seems to notice you. And like it's like just it's this entirely black shadow with like red eyes,
Right.
like fucking hot coals. And he just stares down at you and starts stalking towards you.
Try back off.
At what speed?
The same speed that guy's going towards me.
He speeds up.
I run away.
God.
Like you start sprinting and
I turn into the
whereabouts do
missile.
you go? You say again?
I turn into the missile and sit down exactly where I came in.
Okay. She chases after you, comes into the mess hall.
Mhm.
Looks around for a second, sees you sat down at the table, like hands on the utensils. Gives you a once over and just seems to stand there for another minute or so before stalking back out.
And then exhale.
Yeah. And then smash cut to 1, 2, 3, 4. To Krastar,
Oh yeah, yeah.
who went to
Shock treatment.
shock treatment. With what the shock therapy patient number 4.
Electric chair.
Give me a hot second. Okay. So again, you come into the thing, all the blah blah, and you catch effectively the same, words from the ghost girl. You're alone in shock therapy, and again, you look at yourself and you're no longer Krastar.
Oh yeah, where's my skeleton? Did he come with me?
He did not.
So does that mean that? What happens then? Because
Is he out of range?
yeah, I'm about to say, is he technically out of range? So I'd lose him now.
Does time count for range?
I mean, you don't know.
That's 4 dimensions. Does it work with
Yeah, I'd assume that Are there any shapes nearby for me? I don't even know where I'm supposed to go. Just to
You
nursery.
hear the same thing. It's the nursery tower. You catch the same.
Right. Which
speech.
treatment room am I in? Am I
You're like
close?
this middle one. So like if the doors are here and here and here.
Okay. Okay. Cool. So, are there any shapes that I need to avoid?
There is one like huddled around down the end of it here.
Well,
You like if you look out the door and
yeah. Do you want me to? Well, I'm gonna go probably skirt the wall skirt the wall in the Hall of Records, and then go up the tower. So just a stealth. Advantage, disadvantage, none.
just flat.
Yay! It didn't
Okay.
completely suck. Thank God, I am proficient in. Oh no, sorry, that should be 15. Oh, sorry, 16.
I was about to say.
Yeah, sorry,
15
sorry.
should be a 15.
Yeah. Sorry.
Alright, 16. Okay.
Yeah, it's 16. Sorry, because I put in the wrong proficiency bonus. Thank God I'm proficient in stealth.
You get out of the room with barely a creak, and this thing sort of like sniffing around and
Wait,
What's
it's
no
sniffing
wall?
around.
yeah, put it over in the corner, and but you seem to get past across the corridor into the Hall of Records, and you see like there's like a counter thing, and there's one sat behind that as if like a staff member, and you can see another like towards Whitehall and somewhere else, and as you start creeping around the edge, like 'cause, in the deep shadows, and the one near you by you doesn't seem to notice you, and Simon Wise, I think you just about see a shade coming out of the mess hall. And obviously everything's the same layout, and you see one coming out of the mess hall and walking up to the nursery tower.
That's okay. Well, I'm gonna wait until that one has gone up the nursery tower, and then I will go up myself. Because I'm not gonna follow up too close behind it.
Okay. You start heading up the stairs, and it doesn't appear to be noticing you. And then because you all went at the same time, we're smashing slightly quicker to somebody else as you're like creeping up the stairs.
Oh, is that whoever Ulrich is at the moment?
We go to Lao Mei, who comes to in the whichever fucking room it was, lobotomy theater,
Yeah.
theater room. Yeah. You're in fucking surgery room, and it's not incredibly nice. Surgery table and tools and shit lying about. And again, you're not wearing your stuff, you're not holding your gear. Body feels heavier and stuff. Again, hear the same speech.
Right. Okay, so I will make my way to the nursery, but being stealthy.
Roll.
I'm assuming the shades aren't.
Yeah, not in the room, but like out in the corridor.
Yeah.
In the Hall of Records.
Let's see how the website's doing for me today. No, I'll switch dice. Shit, dice here I
How
go.
is Master the stealthiest motherfucker so far?
You're just falling down the stairs.
Why do I even bother? I could use these.
Yeah, well, yeah, okay. I can understand my Pathfinder campaign because all the roles are kind of, worked out what they would be from the character sheet. But in this, you could just roll your dice and just go with that.
I was just wondering how the website was today, and apparently it's not what it says.
Just like this place.
Yeah, can I just point out that we're players, and I swear, and you guys keep pointing out whenever I'm the GM, I seem to get a lot better rolls than you do, and you're like, you're fucking cheating. You're fucking Roll20 likes you better.
Yeah. Alright, so you exit the room, and you open the door like way too quick, and it bangs a little bit against the hallway, and as you're coming out, this shade at the end of the corridor just stands to its feet and starts heading towards you in the doorway.
Loud is fucked. Loud is fucked.
It's talking
Yeah,
towards you.
Can I? Damn it. Run
You have a
back
few
into the
seconds for
room?
it, so-
Kick it, Stephen.
I don't think I'm gonna have the same kind of athleticism I had before.
You
And I don't
never
want to
know.
test that. I don't want to test that. So let's go back into the room.
You know, after a bit later.
You head back in, and
Is there any sort of this hiding a good idea? Any sort of areas to hide?
you could like go under like the surgery table or in like a cupboard or something.
I'll go in the cupboard. It's really turning into Outlast now.
Cutting you off.
I'll go run into a
Turning you to his bride.
Yeah, I'll go into a cupboard.
Roll stealth check.
Another one. Yeah, dice.
Yeah.
No, that was 18.
18. Okay.
That's
Okay. You into a cupboard and close the door and like slow your breathing and stuff. And you can hear like the shuffling around, in the room as this thing is walking about searching. And moment passes and the sound dissipates as it appears to leave the room. And you appear to have gotten away.
Okay. Let's try again. Just gonna put my head out the cupboard. Look, the corridor. Is Z back in the corridor? It.
Yeah, it's down like a door's now already open instead of you want to open it, and it's down at the left of that end.
Right. Let's try stealthing again.
Do
we stealth? Oh, for fuck's sake. Like 16.
16, okay. Okay, you stealth about, manage to get past, and do you go like straight through the Hall of Records or do you try and go around?
If I look at the Hall of Records, are there many of them in there? Oh,
There's at least one you can see here, like in the light,
yeah.
at like a counter thing, like a circular desk doodad, and possibly like just out of range of sight, you might think there might be one down here somewhere or
Right.
patrolling. I don't know.
And if I go around,
It's hard to see down the corridor, but you think might not be. Can't hear anything.
where am I going? The nursery. Where's the nursery? Here. So I still have to walk across. Is there much cover in the Hall of Records?
There's like some short bookshelves.
Okay. I will. Sure, I'll try walk through the Hall of Records. And
Mhm.
I guess I'll be wrong. I'll just sprint.
What was the number you got? Like 18?
18. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Alright. Ducking and like slowly heading between things and seeing when stuff's not looking, and so far as you can tell, you've managed to snake your way across the Hall of Records and get to like here as you see a shade. You can see a shade like at the top of the stairs and not a shade halfway up them.
Okay.
But still no one you know, but halfway up the stairs. A sort of ugly looking motherfucker, to be honest. But
Oh, whoa. Whoa.
yeah, she doesn't know who it is. She doesn't fucking clue.
That's a good point, because actually, would she spot me because my stealth was like 15? It might be Nuik that she spotted.
Who knows who I saw it? I just know I saw a person.
Alright, the stealth check is like, you're stealthing from the sheds and stuff, and you're being quiet and that, but because you are literally going up the stairs and it is in the light, and she's behind you, she can just straight see you. Sorry, I got interrupted by.
Oh, it is me then, you asshole. Well, I will find you and I will kill you.
And then smash to Freya in the morgue.
Right, I've got 2 questions.
Mhm.
Kind of know the answer to one, but it's worth a try anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Can I turn into a wolf?
Nope.
What effect does this have me because I don't have my axe?
Hmm. That is a good point. Hmm.
Because I still don't know the proper shit to that.
No. Effectively, you know you come to in the morgue, like in a corner,
Hmm.
like in the shadows, and you're looking around, you see morgue stuff and like the incinerator and stuff, and drawers for dead people, and like a shade at the far end, and all these shelves and stuff going on, and niggling at the back of your mind is fuck. Where's my axe gone? Where's my fucking axe gone?
Hmm.
Partly where the fuck's all my stuff, but mainly where the fuck's my axe. And then you hear the same speech from the little girl.
Hmm. I'm gonna try and mimic the little girl by pretending to have my eyes closed, holding the candle close to my chest. You know when you close your eyes 90%, but you can still just still it's proper squinting. I'm gonna do that and walk around normally.
Why don't you just put your hand in front of your eyes and peek?
No, because I'm meant to be sleepwalking. You don't just put your hands over your eyes while you're sleepwalking.
Try snoring every now and again.
Yeah. Put it down.
Yeah. Alright. So you do that and you start walking about.
Yeah, I'm gonna start heading out.
You start heading to the stairs, and you could just about see the ground in front of you and stuff. And you get grabbed from behind
Mm. Right.
and pushed to the ground, and you start to feel like you're suffocating. You can't
Oh.
breathe, and everything starts to go black,
Huh.
and you're in the morgue and you again, and the candle's gone.
Damn it. Shit.
Is it a candle? What is it? A candle, right?
Yeah, it was a scandal. Oh, that plan failed.
Just want to give you a wording. Frequent episodes of sleepwalking that inevitably lead to the morgue.
Mm. Yeah, I was thinking about it. I was like, maybe I could get away with it. So I thought I'd try it.
It were a good thought.
Shit. All right. Can I head to the cells again?
Mhm.
I'll go grab the pyromaniac stuff.
Yeah.
Where does
It
you go
is.
to?
I think the lounge is like this in between area.
All right then, yeah. Just head over here for now. Then.
You do the tinderbox thing, and you're suddenly in the space again. But as more time has passed, we're going
Yeah.
to Zealous.
Can I hide the telescope on my person somewhere, in a pocket or something?
I mean, you're kind of in you don't really have pockets, really. You're just in really shit
bag.
asylum clothes kind of thing.
Mm.
You're almost in hospital gowns.
Yeah. Okay.
Why would they give us pockets? We might try and suffocate ourselves in them. We wouldn't get far, but we'd probably try. It's
But yeah, same thing. You're in this observatory tower. You're holding you did the
Telescope.
Yeah, telescope. You literally just said. But you're up in the observatory. It's dark out as you're looking up, and again you can hear shuffling down below. There's no one immediately next to you, and you again none of your stuff, and you effectively get told go to the nursery tower.
Can I like peer my head out and see what's outside?
Like you head down the stairs of the tower, and peek out at the bottom, and you can see, like to the left in Whitehall, you can just see through the door. And hear like something walking around, and you can just about see like truly into the Hall of Records and see the shade in the like sat at a desk and one patrolling about the room and these weird fucking shade creatures, basically.
So like some shadows that I can keep to as I try to make my way up to the nursery.
Because like the lights are on, but they've only got like a certain like radius kind of thing, and the shadows look real fucking dark. But yeah, if you stealth roll. Okay. You seem to successfully make your way across into the nursery tower, at the bottom of the nursery tower, and you can cross a few little close calls as like one of the shades is on a patrol, and you're having to like, press yourself up against a bookcase as he walks like right past you. But you end up in a nursery tower and in like a shady bit of it, and as you're just there like taking in your surroundings, you see this other not shade thing come in and start heading up the stairs slowly after a shade has just come through and walked up. And like going straight past you, and another sneaking through, and then Ulrich.
Oh,
What are you doing?
I shall attempt to go out up into the nursery again. I'm really stealthily, so do I do stealth? 17. And I'll also try and wait and time it past the shade at the top if he's still there.
You like wait a second to make sure the thing's gone and stuff, and you open the door, sneak out, pretty stealthily, like being quiet, sticking to the shadows, and almost walk into Zolis. Well, sorry, no, you almost walk into some other random dude in the shadows, because his telescope boy is a dude. So you're walking into some random dude holding a telescope.
I got up my bloody testicles and smile.
Holy shit. That's fucking scary, man.
Somebody's catching me.
Knowledge you've just been bumped into by a big fucking fat guy.
Do I know you?
I just go, diary. And I point to the stairs.
Edge away.
Oh god.
Yeah. Remember as well, you just saw like two other people like are starting to sneak into the nursery and like simultaneously happening. So you two are in the like shadows, almost under the stairs and stuff. Crosstar, you are heading up the stairs successfully, I believe, and Laume following behind, not quite in the nursery tower. Cross, as you know, the discussion shit. Crosstar, you managed to get just past the shading it into a shadow he's not looking at.
Mhm.
And you hear, and all of you hear, including Freya, like as soon as you nip in, and you come to in the lounge with like a fire on in front of you. You hear, all of you hear at once. When they started letting the patients stay here, there wasn't enough room for everybody. All of those children had to move in here into the nursery tower where the babies used to be.
What's with that noise?
Yeah, what was the noise, dude?
I didn't fucking make it.
No, I know you didn't. I think it was Cody or Daniel. I think it was good from there.
No, it's not us.
No.
What wasn't it? It's that
No.
I thought it was your mic that was lighting up when that noise was being made. I was like, what?
No, I was writing stuff down
No.
because we also heard it.
That's why I started whimpering. Getting possessed.
It's that film.
You-
Unfriended or
I
whatever.
think it was me that were messing with the fan.
Jesus Christ, man.
Like fucking grudge up in here.
Get like directly into the actual campaign.
Was it
Oh,
that?
shit. Yeah. I was on fucking edge.
Didn't help with like the music playing in the background. Like,
No. Fucking Christ. Sorry.
I'm glad I stopped that music then.
Going on, crossed out at the top of the stairs, you all heard this sentence about the nursery tower, despite not all of you being in it, including Freya, who's in the lounge. And
Why
Rick
is
and
Freya
Dollis are
in the
just-
lounge? What are you doing?
Rick and Dollis are just kind of staring at each other, not knowing that they're the other person necessarily. And that's the bit we're focusing on right now. So you two go. Camera's on you.
And action.
Can I remember who picked up the telescope?
can I just prod him? In the belly?
You think about it for a second and then get prodded in the belly.
Ulrich.
Zolus.
Ow.
Mm.
Oh god.
You look like you've put on a bit of weight.
You changed sex.
God, man, you really let yourself go. You're going to diet. God.
And then we smash cut away to the lounge where Freya is.
Ooh, sweet. Right, yeah, start looking
It's
around.
over the nursery tower. Yeah, you're looking around. There's this
Anything?
fire going in front of you.
Mhm.
It's like doors either end of the room you're in. There's, like a
Hmm.
shit sofa thing, and you're in a lounge by yourself.
I head to this door down here.
Okay.
Can I stealthily open it and peek through? See if there's anyone
Yeah,
inside.
Roll still.
Do I have my stats?
Yeah, you're. Yeah, basically.
Okay. Well, all right.
Especially because like stealth and stuff, it's while being a dex-based thing, it's also you're having been good at it or whatever, You know how to move in a certain way. 10. Okay. 1 sec. Okay, what the f is that? Right, yeah. Opening the door, there's a few creaks and that. As you peek your head out into into the light, effectively.
Mm.
And of the 3 shades that you immediately see, one
Oh.
being over at the staff tower, one being like in this room, and one being further out. You could just see these 3, like in the light. Out of the 3, 2 of them whip their heads around to the side, to the sound of the door.
Oh, fuck. Shit. Oh no.
You're not doing very well, are you?
No. Shit. All right. Yeah. I'm gonna just close the door and run to the fire and just stare at it.
I'm sorry. I just love it I love that visual. Slam, run.
Fine.
I'm gonna sit down next to the fire. Yeah, but yeah, stare at it.
Are you
Just
gonna be,
don't move.
Are you gonna be like
Don't
rocking
move.
back and forth like?
No,
Yeah,
because
please,
the
someone
fire
leave me.
calms me.
Don't leave me.
Internally, I'm fucking freaking out.
We're a
Yeah.
child down. We're a child down. It's supposed to be 5 of us.
You could just about hear shuffling like right on the other side of the door.
Was that the wind?
But he goes away after a second.
Oh fuck! I remember this.
Oh, what the fuck? What is this?
Yes, I know you like clowns, so I made you this bed. Now you can laugh yourself.
Yes.
Oh god.
If you should die before you wake.
Yeah.
Can't
Don't
sleep.
be. I'm not
Clown will
moving.
eat me. Can't sleep. Clown will eat me.
Alright, we'll come back. Lame, you got to like the bottom of the stairs as you see this other person of some description, almost nondescript, sneak their way past the shade that's patrolling at the top of the stairs. And can
Right.
you roll a quick perception check for me?
Okay. That's 14.
14.
I gotta.
Mm,
Is it my stealth or it's?
no, that's for another thing.
Oh, okay, go.
14. Well, yeah, you guys won't be terrifically whispery. You can hear rather loud whispering from like the shadows at the side of the tower to the effect of Ulrich. Zolis? Ah.
I love that.
I was gonna get it turn
That's
around.
a disappointed one or just like
Oh, it's Ulrich, is it? Yeah. Turn around as in the way you came or towards
I'm just gonna look towards the sound of the voices whispering.
can maybe just not make out like in the shadows where you missed it beforehand. Now you're actually looking directly at it. You can see 2 people. One, a sort of spindly looking dude, crazy hair, and one is big fat fuck.
I'm
pretty accurate.
I saw someone walk up. God, what did I do? So there's a shade at the top, there's 2 whispering, and I've just seen someone climb the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
I'll probably
Yes, you've
follow
seen
them.
one person actually do what was supposed to be doing, going in the right direction, and 2 people going, wait, who are you?
Oh. I had them say their names when I'm shooting. I'm going to.
What whispering? How can you say?
Can they see me? 'Cause I don't really want to speak loudly.
Roll perception check, guys, to see if you notice in your conversation.
Okay. Depends what got +1. Nope.
Zolis doesn't, but Ulrich just about does. Even with himself, he just sort of Ulrich looks over and corner of his eye can see someone like hiding in shadows. On the stairs.
I wave.
Is
Are
the
there
hand
any
with the
shades?
knife in it, or the hand without the knife in it?
We've got one in each hand, so I'm just like,
Yeah.
it was my right hand.
Just wave it with the wrong hand.
Are there any shades nearby, or
Say again, sorry.
are there any shades nearby?
There's one that patrols, like around the Hall of Records. That's gonna be coming nearby soonish, and there's one like down this corridor.
I'll just kind of pop out the shadows for a bit, wave, point at the stairs, and start walking up.
Yeah, I want to go up the stairs too. Lots of body shapes. Shades. Oh.
No, I'll
that-
go. No.
yeah.
Telescope armed, ready to hit.
Knock people out with the telescope. Back of the head.
What's wrong with it?
Roll new stealth checks, please.
Oh, that was good.
Am I included in that?
No, you're past the shade.
Alright, cool.
27.
Say again.
27.
Okay.
I rolled a 19.
Alright, Urik's a bit loud, but you shush him. And you head upstairs, like, you know, separately just to make less noise, but in like a pattern way, like motioning when's the right time to go, kind of thing, to each other. And you head up as well, you get past, and at this point, Krastar, if he's continuing on, has like just gotten through the door into the nursery.
Mm-hmm.
You open the door, you see the nursery room, and it's just like this big open plan room with like a set of columns down the side, like, you know, holding up the roof thing, with like a bunch of old beds on the walls, and there's a shade patrolling the room in a very predictable patrol pattern. You can see like a lectern at the far end, and just about see a small book at the far end of the room.
Small book at the far end of the room.
Mhm.
And you said there's people going around like a patrol pattern.
There's one shade.
One shade. How close does he go to the book?
Fairly close, as in like walking past the bed that it's on.
It's on a bed, right?
Yeah, it's on a bed at the
Um,
far end.
Is there like an pretty much continuous shade from where I am to the bed, avoiding his patrol route as much as possible?
Not like continuous shade, but in like where the lights are placed compared to the columns, there are bits of shade that you could hide in as it is moving around, but you would have to keep moving between the shade when it's in the right spot, kind of thing.
Okay, so, do you want me to make another stealth check to do that then?
Yes, please.
19! Krastar's
19.
stealthy today.
Not bad at all. You make your way fairly handily across the room. This thing's just like doing this a circuit of the room almost, and you're just keeping ahead of it. And when it's not looking, you slip between pillars, and it goes behind the one you were behind, and you make your way across and waiting for the right moment.
See,
Well,
what you
it's just
don't know
passed.
is the person whose body I've gone into is actually a young Krastar. From all those years ago, young Krastar.
Which one did you do? We're
Number 4.
clockworking guy.
The
Yeah.
the shock treatment room.
That-
I went to the
that
shock.
almost
I was
totally
constantly
works.
putting the shock treatment room, which is why I like to be in there. Why do you think I'm so kooky?
It works almost perfectly, to be honest.
Yeah, it does exactly.
Because like, you recall the patient history. Patient admitted self to Shalebridge after a nervous episode. Probably not a danger to self or others. Will observe and allow patient to rest and recuperate. will probably be released and be able to return to his clockworking job shortly. Entry 2. Patient accidentally given electrical treatments with unfortunate consequences. Total psychosis. Extremely dangerous to others, unpredictable. Soundbridge recommends further treatments to mitigate results of initial treatments.
Yep, that's a great start.
Yep.
Oh, jeez. Got Survivor.
Yeah.
Right, let me just write that again.
But yeah. By the way, is the area where the book is in shade, or would I have to kind of like dart there, grab the book, and then dart back into shade?
Dart.
So dart there, grab the book, get back into shade. All right, cool.
Yeah, but like it's within the same stealth roll, and you know saying that means you did it. So in that thing, it's doing the patrol, and you wait until it's gone past, and it's at a point where it's not going to look back, and you nip out, grab onto the book, and nip back into a bit of shade. You will have to move at some point because it will walk past and almost through the shade you're in at the minute.
Okay.
Like you can't just sit in that bit of shade kind of thing. But with that stealth check, keeping moving, you probably can. There's also a letter on the lectern that you're gonna walk past anyway.
Yeah, I'll kind of grab that on the way past.
Yeah. And you head through and to the door, and you manage to make it with a pretty decent stealth check. And this thing shows no signs of seeing you. And as you open the door, you see, having hidden in the shade by the door, basically almost reaching for the door, 3 other patients. As the shade is patrolling on top of the stairs, like 20 feet away.
Wait, is this past the nursery? Sorry.
This is like at the top of the stairs, out of the door to the nursery. So you like, the nursery was here. grab the book
Oh,
from the
right.
end,
Okay.
and this is
Sorry.
where the top stairs.
So I'm going now back out the way I came. All right, cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. Do they see me?
Yeah.
I'm just kind of gonna wave the 2 things I grabbed and then kind of like slink off into the shadows.
Okay. We go. Oh, I don't know. Shade people. I have an idea.
By the way, what
I-
were we told to do with this person's diary when we got it?
Burn it in the morgue.
Burn it in the bog. Okay, cool.
I'm just go. I have an idea. I'll distract. And I make a lot of noise running down the stairs, jogging to try and get back to the mess hall.
No, can you not do it right there because there's the rest of us on the stairs?
I said get in the
You're
shadows.
not on the stairs. The thing is that there's the stairs, and you're going up, and there's this sort of like little top landing area, which the shade is walking around, and a little offset further back is the door to get into the nursery room, and you're all like by that door in the shade, and this shade is patrolling like the top of the stairs at the top of this landing thing.
Ah, fair. Okay, fair enough. That actually works then.
Right, so
Yeah, you can do that.
yeah, I'm jogging down the stairs, going ding ding, start clanging them together. Together, going ding ding.
I'm just gonna stare, sigh.
And hopefully
Guy with the book was
get
and
into
go,
the
"You
mess hall and sit back down and pretend to eat.
I fucking love the word dindins. Oh, shit.
See all of that happens, clatters down the stairs, smacking things together and shouting. And the shade, he's just barreled past at the top of the stairs, starts into motion after him. And you can see like down through in the hall records another one starting to move. But suddenly that area is empty of the guard for a minute, and running full pelt as all gets into the fat dude, as you know him, because you've never fucking actually seen him before. But
Right,
gets
so
into
going-
the mess
so-
hall.
So to get to the morgue, I'm gonna have to go down there, then go just hit an immediate right.
That is one of the options, yes.
Right. I will go down to the bottom of the stairs, stealthily, obviously, and take a quick peek down the hallway.
Should use my telescope so you can see through it, see further.
I'm pretty sure that's not how it works.
What telescopes you just look through them?
Yes, you can't look through things. You just look at things that are far away. Krastar knows these things. His
Yeah,
brain
but
has been wired that way.
What's up for there?
All right. Well, you head down the stairs, which are unoccupied, and right as you're about to like look around the corner to the left, a shade rushes past that was down that corridor, and chases into the mess hall just after the one that came downstairs has just gone down that corridor as well. And it almost like sees you, but like you were just like behind a little bit of wall, just about, and it's like fixated on the fat dude. And it sprints past, and it just leaves that corridor unguarded.
Cool. Go down the corridor. Quickly but quietly.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ.
Zolis and Lame, what are you doing? Oh wait, they're muted.
Yeah, they're talking to someone.
Okay, never mind. Ulrich, you've got into the mess hall.
Yeah.
You sat down. You start pretending to eat, and like the door like slams fully open again, and in rushes one of these shades, and then another, and then a third, and they stalk to different areas in the room, and then converge towards you.
Okay.
Triangle kind of shape. And it's basically stand over you, staring.
I do not pay any attention to them. I keep on pretending to eat.
And they're just like staring at you and moving like slightly unnatural motions, like puppets kind of thing, and they just stand over you for a little while.
Okay.
Zolis and Lame, what were you doing at the moment that Ulrich ran about?
I'm going to sigh. Look at the guy with the book who's gone now, I guess.
Who
In
said
the-
he's Krastar?
Yeah, right, great. I'll run down to the not run, but go down to the
Yeah.
I'll follow book guy too.
So you three end up in this corridor over here, like at the top of the stairs, and there's also a ladder down in the morgue. Just checking Freya. You good?
I don't know. Am I good? Did they come into the lounge?
Did a bit of come in?
Well, I guess I'm gonna try again.
To the south?
Yeah.
Okay.
This time I'm not looking. I know there's three now. This time I'm gonna try and sneak out and head down it towards the entrance area. Down here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try. All right. This time we're committed now, so yeah, let's go. Let's see what happens.
Freya isn't even going to get out of the damn room at this point.
All right. Opening the door. Slightly quieter than last time. You step out, basically eyes closed, as if you don't want to look. And you get out, and you're in the area, and you're going to the. Where are you going to the lobby? Or...
Yeah, we're going down here.
Okay.
Basically, I'm going to the attic.
Okay.
Why are you going to the attic?
Get the blood stain.
Oh. Wait, that's something you can collect? I'm impressed.
You gotta get rid of it.
So you start heading that way, and looking around, you see the three chairs. One going around the lobby, but you managed to stick to the shadows, and it's not seeing you. The one that was like basically in front of the door you saw was down here,
Yeah.
like at the bottom of the stairs to the staff tower. Well, the third was up the top, and one of them looked round as if it had heard or seen something, but you decided to give up on it, and you managed to get down there and head up to the attic.
Yeah. It's probably a shade up here.
Yeah, okay. You head up in the attic, no shades. Looks pretty similar to the way you left it, except now you can see a bloodstain. like a fully fresh bloodstain.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over to it and basically just use my top to start rubbing it off. Try and clean it.
You wipe away like most of the fresh blood before your top gets like saturated, but there's still a stain at the bottom.
Hmm.
It's like grained in at this point already. And
I'll be back in a sec.
Hmm.
you're like like a confused little and then everybody hears sometimes when the staff took patients to a treatment room, they wouldn't ever come back. They used something called dissolution serum to clean up afterward. Get it and then use it on my bloodstain in the attic, where I saw you the first time.
And she couldn't mention that to any of us in the treatment rooms who started there. She could. Right.
I mean, she's like a 10-year-old girl. And she was thinking about the diary.
So did we all heard that?
Yeah.
In that case, I'm going.
I'll head to the treatment
Oh,
room.
I was gonna say I should.
Yeah, I just sigh a bit and then to continue on to the morgue to burn this shit. I ain't even read like the bit of paper.
No, read it.
Okay, what does it say on the bit of paper? Not the diary, just the bit of paper.
Yeah.
I mean, won't know that one anyway.
Out of character, I'm proper interested in this diary right now.
Give me a sec. Find where the fucking letter is. Where the fuck is it? All right, it's an incident report. It says type of incident: death. Patients/staff members involved: Laurel S, orphan. Witnesses/informants: H. Drept, orphan. Description of incident: 2 orphans were playing in the attic of the asylum area when one of the patients must have killed the girl. A large amount of blood marks the scene of the incident, but no body has been found. A search is underway. The girl's playmate Drept insists the killer was some sort of hag, a grey lady, not a patient. However, since he is just a child and without other witnesses or evidence to back up his story, we can only conclude that one of the patients killed the girl, then hid the body. Conclusions: we must enforce the no orphans near the White Ward rule. We are lucky the girl has no family to make a fuss.
What dicks? Right, yeah, let's just go to the morgue and I'm burning both.
You head on in the morgue. You see there's a shade patrolling around it. But
Okay.
there's a fair
Is
bit
there
of,
like any kind of lit fire that I can just kind of like self-round her, then chuck her stuff into?
Say again?
Is there
The
any
fire-
like lit fire that I can just like chuck stuff in?
Yeah, there's like at the end of the morgue there's like a furnace.
And
that
it's
is lit.
on.
Yeah.
And how far is that away from?
Back.
Welcome back. How far is that away from this entrance?
From like the bottom of the stairs you get into, it's like it's a good. How far would it be?
Essentially, where in the room is it?
It's like it's at the other end of the room to you, and the room is say about 30 feet.
Okay. And how is this person patrolling? Just like walking around?
Yeah, it's like walking around like the slabs in the middle of the room.
So it's not like going around the outside or anything?
No. It's sort of like an inner perimeter kind of deal.
Right, any blocks of shadow for me to...
There's like around the room, like there's the slabs in the middle that he's patrolling around, and on the outside edge there's like some more bits and bobs and like bookcases and stuff. Not bookcases necessarily, but you know, like shelves and places to put things on, or like a cupboard for something. And you can, there's places that you can see that you can sneak around and use.
Do you want to do the stealth then?
Yeah, please.
16.
16. Okay.
My GM rolls are still around. Oh no, 17. I keep
yeah,
using the I keep
yeah.
using the wrong plus. Sorry. 17.
Okay, you managed to sneak around, stealthily getting behind certain things and moving around as the shade patrols about. And it doesn't come close to seeing you. You're next to the morgue, next to the furnace.
Chucking the book and the bit of paper,
Okay.
and then
Wow,
gonna
you
quickly
guys.
move away before the burning attracts his
Yeah, yeah.
attention.
You make your way back across the room, pretty handily.
And so,
And everybody hits you.
which is the closest entrance? Because I'll just go out that one rather than staying in the room.
It's like there's only one exit to the morgue. Like the room on this map that says on the thing it says down to morgue. It's like there's two entrances to the room that takes you to the morgue. Like you enter this room through either of these and go down a set of stairs to get to the morgue.
Oh, I see. Okay, right, fair enough.
So there's one exit. But as you're leaving, you hear, all of you hear, my diary is gone. Good. The cradle can barely remember me now anymore, but it can still see the bloodstains in the attic. You'll need to clean it up in the past where it's always fresh.
Yep, right, I'm done.
Yep.
Done my job.
Yep. And then we're at Lome and Zolis. You both went to the treatment rooms?
Yeah.
And you guys were at the point where you heard it. You were like over here, so it's just like a hop and a step to there.
Nice and quick.
And you had decent stealth checks, and there's only the one shade patrol in that corridor, and you managed to get search in one of the treatment rooms and make perception checks, please.
Ooh, wait. Wait. I just want my plus. 21.
All right, yeah, you find Lome finds it just first, but Zolis follows soon after seeing it. A little bottle of serum marked dissolution serum alongside a whole bunch of other jars with random, poisonous shit in, presumably.
We should probably get this to the attic, whoever you are.
Slam.
What's all this? What a coincidence!
Yeah.
I'm Zolis. I'm Barry.
Do you know the new guy in your group?
Is one of these kids Victor?
Could be.
Straight down or take a detour.
Let's just go straight there.
Straight.
Can you guys make another set of stealth checks? Could you solve it?
God, it's
Well,
always.
Not bad.
how did you come in the shadows?
12.
So add them together. 40. Great stealth roll. You managed to make it through. Crasto, are you coming back up? Yeah, as well. Crasto, are you like coming out of the morgue and doing stuff? Just so I know.
Not particularly. No.
You just find it like a quiet bit where you're not going to get found.
Yeah.
Kind of deal. Okay, cool.
I mean, if I'm needed, I'll go with them, but I don't think I'm going to be needed. There's only 3 people going. There's one person in. Well, I don't know if there's a person in the attic, but there's 2 people going to go get the stuff from the treatment room.
Okay. All right. So you guys start stealthing through. Pretty decently. There's a few little close calls again as Lome stumbles in an unfamiliar body. But you make it through into the lounge, that intervening bit, without all that much difficulty. Seeing now a jar door, going out of it into the main room, and just about seeing a shade patrolling past it. Ulrich, the shades that have literally just been stood over you, staring at you for past like 5 minutes, they eventually just wander off.
Okay.
Lome and Zolis pretty handily make your way to the attic where Freya is waiting.
I actually wanted to go hide in the corner and basically just wait for it to go away.
Yeah, okay.
You
So you head up. You two head up, sneaking past the shades. Make your way up the stairs, enter the attic. You can see the blood stain over on the floor, and can you hit perception checks? And Freya, can you make a stealth check for hiding in the corner?
Ooh,
Oh,
Jesus
even
Christ.
see
Yay, another
another
10.
21.
Which one was Freya?
Pyromania.
Actors.
Oh, the pyro guy. Yeah, okay. Lomade sees another random dude sat in the corner of the attic.
With
Hiding.
blood.
Yeah, with the shirt fucking covered in blood.
Who are you?
I'm actually not focused. I'm just rocking back and forth now. I'm just go to my happy place. Go to my happy place.
What happy place?
So it's better than this.
Anywhere else.
Anywhere but here.
Literally anywhere.
Anywhere.
Who do you think that is?
I don't know.
Should we?
I say cross that.
Could be crossed out with like that.
No, I'm Crasta.
hmm
Yeah, but you're not with us, and we don't know.
Well, yeah.
Can I like cautiously approach said person in corner?
You do with them. I'll do with this bloodstain.
I have charisma. Fine.
Go for it. What are you doing?
I'm gonna carefully approach them and be like, "Are you okay?"
I just want to leave. I just want to leave. I just want to leave.
Can you tell us who you are?
Me.
A pyromaniac.
It's Freya. I just want to get out of here. Hurry up.
Great, Lame, you might want to hurry up.
Yeah.
I'll just like rub your back. You'll be fine.
You start clearing up the blood, and the dissolution serum like works its way into the wound and starts clearing it away. And think. Yeah. Right. Once the final bit of bloodstain is like washed away and stuff, all of you hear the voice in your head say, "You did it! The cradle can't remember me anymore. We can leave now. Meet me in the lobby. I'll show you the way out."
Oh shit, the lobby's over there. Oh no. Wait, are we still in the bodies of the children?
Yeah.
Are they
not
saying
patients. Adults.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
But yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Alright, so we got to sneak over to the lobby now.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, hurry
Cool,
up.
do you want a stealth check for me then?
Wait,
Please.
we don't have to stay in these bodies.
Right, I'm doing
No,
right.
you get to go home.
Oh, of course! I
Right.
fix the plus and it messes up. Time to leave, time to leave, time to leave, time to leave. Crossstar doesn't want to be here anymore.
Did you put yourself there like in a treatment room there?
Oh no.
That's just-
No,
alright.
I just haven't moved myself at all.
Alright, cool. So you're like
He's in the
Yeah,
morgue,
I imagine I would have probably been kind of like maybe hiding like this like little alcove there.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
guess.
Yeah, okay. So you start heading out, but a shade does appear, spot you, and starts turning towards you.
Is anywhere to dive into to hide
Uh,
or hide behind?
not especially like the shade is down here patrolling. And it seems to have spotted something and it started coming towards you. There is, like you have a way out of trying to go this way, maybe. Like over here.
Is there anything small nearby that I can grab and while I'm in my little hidey hole, just kind of like throw into the morgue? Hope that guy hears so he goes running after it.
Make a perception check.
Alright, 1 second. It's wisdom, isn't it?
Yes.
13.
Okay. You hastily looking around, you find like a broken bit of like the wall, or no, sorry, you find like a light fitting that's fallen off. Grab onto it and you like hiding around in that alcove. Wait until it's somewhat near enough that you think it'll definitely hear it and toss it down the stairs. As it clatters down, and it seems to fall for it, and it walks past, stalking past, barely giving a cursory glance into the alcove as its head like snaps to the right, staring at the morgue, and starts walking down that way.
Once he's gone down into the morgue, move down the hallway.
Ulrich, what are you doing at this moment? Because you heard the same stuff.
Right, I'll get up. Is there any shades in the room with me?
No, they left.
I'll get up, slowly creep towards the door, open the door, and stick my head out, look around the place, and then try and make my way to the connecting hallway thing and stuff.
Yeah, as Rose you stick your head out the door. Unfortunately, this is happening at the same time as Krastar's thing, so the shade that was right the fuck here first looked this way and started heading, like, as you noisily, like, the door gets jammed a little bit and you're like, fucking shit, cunt. Like, kind of quietly, but loud enough that it would have been a bad thing. But as you open, you see the shade walking down the corridor away from you and then heading into the morgue.
Yeah, I made the right choice. I'm going to be honest, part of me was thinking about throwing the thing down the hallway to turn him around. I'm glad I didn't.
Yeah. But yeah, you start stuffing that way, and Krastar, you also do. And you definitely see this big fat dude who you're following behind. Well, like, some of the shades seem to be patrolling a bit more. But and you make it towards the center lounge area. And do you want to catch up, Krastar, or stay behind?
I'll catch up stealthily.
Okay. Yeah. You speed your step up a little bit and
So what about
come
that?
level with the big fat guy. Yes, you're in the lounge area. And then
Time to leave.
Yes.
That's all I'm going to say. Just keep going.
Yeah. And then you keep going, and Attic peeps head downstairs.
Yeah.
Right. So as Krastar and Ulrich come out of this door, here and start heading to the lobby, they don't see any shades. And they're still trying to be stealthy with varying degrees of success. But there appears to be nothing that's spotting them, and you all sort of converge in the lobby at around the same time. And you can see this like like blue shade of like a young girl who's also holding hands with another sort of blue glowing figure, and that's slightly taller. And she turns to all of you, and the Laurel one turns to all of you who gathered together says, "This way," and she starts leading you out via the lobby entrance towards the exercise yard.
Mm-hmm.
Ready? Hey. No, that's fine. Yep, just follow.
Give me a sec.
I'm betting we went out the front door with some guards there with bows and arrows. Ah, shit.
Give me a sec. Right, yeah. She gets to the main doors of the place. Out this way. And you know they're closed and locked and stuff, and she just walks straight through, and out with this other figure. And then as you all get to it and try, and you can't walk through the doors, and they appear locked, and you can't get out.
Mm.
And then you hear a voice. "Oh no, you can't leave, can you? I know why.
Fuck.
This place remembers you now. You've been here too long.
You fucking bitch.
There's only one way to leave the cradle.
Die.
You have to trick it. I'll help you. First, you have to enter the past as your real self. There's a cage in the storm cellar. You have to go inside it and close the door. Then you'll enter the cradle's memories as your real self. But you can't let the staff find you. If they catch you this time, you'll be dead forever."
Oh shit.
But can we fight back if we're our actual selves?
Maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Well, Krastar can use magic, so Krastar's fine.
It's true. There's no shades in the immediate vicinity.
Krastar's always wondered something. Do shades bleed?
Let's get this over with.
Alright, I'll just be a second. I need a piss.
So, well, should we call a toilet break then?
Yes.
Alright, cool. Alright, I'll be right back.
Have you finished with your ball? I'll take it upstairs.
Fuck this place. This fucking music's killing me. I mean, it's a little scary, but you can't spook me anymore.
Doesn't sound like because I put the mic on the fan then.
It was really loud.
So it was better when I accidentally did this freak everybody out.
Yeah, fuck, man. With this music going on in the background, I couldn't do that. This shit just got me. It kind of sounds like a cow every now and then.
Hello again.
Hello.
I'm gonna try to find some over.
I'm starting to think this little girl's a villain.
What am I?
Hmm?
I'm trying to remember what level I am. Level 6, right? So I was level 8 where I get that.
I'll be right back.
I'm back.
Yo.
Right. Do you know what? So you know, something over the last couple of days has really pissed me off.
Mhm.
I got the original Empire Earth
Mhm.
from GOG, right? I bought it. Tried to play it. There was a problem. I could start a new random map, but that was it. I couldn't load save games. I couldn't do campaigns, anything like that.
Mhm.
So and I didn't know how to sort it out. So I ended up uninstalling it and then just finding a version online that I could download, and that version works fucking perfectly. And it's like,
Weird.
I'm back.
yeah, welcome back. I was like, what the fuck?
That's weird. Usually GOG's the thing that they've made it work. You know.
Yeah.
The thing is, I can't remember whether it was from GOG or not. But the thing is, like, it's installed something called like GOG Galaxy. to
Yeah,
keep
that's
track of the
GOG.
game. Which means that regardless of whether it was GOG directly or not, it's GOG. But yeah, that version just wasn't working for me. And the only reason the random map worked is because I downloaded something called Neo EE, which is mainly used more for online play. But it worked for the single player map. I mean, the good thing about that is it bumped the unit cap up massively. I mean, because the unit cap is like 1,200 normally. This comes up to like 4,000. So now I'm without that, so now I'm back to the normal cap.
Yeah.
But yeah. So before roleplaying, I was just playing a game of that, and I usually do islands because I like just having to have a navy. I just find it interesting. So what ended up happening was they had ships and I didn't, so they were constantly just. But I've been focusing on wonders, sorry. So I've got like the Temple of Zeus, the Lighthouse of Alexandria, and the Colosseum because the Colosseum gives me an advantage in terms of population cap. It swings it more in my favour. And as part of my save thing, I also got like an extra. Was it like? I can't remember how much it is, but it's an extra so much pop cap. It's like a percentage. It's like 20%. Is it 20? No, it won't be 20%. I can't remember how much it is, but it's an extra so many percentage pop cap. So I already had a bit of an advantage over them. Now the Colosseum's giving me even more. No, I put the lighthouse in a wrong place because it's a small island. It is kind of near the coast, but not very. But you can see out kind of like in past this ocean area. So I'll build that, and then I notice that they've got like a pretty big fucking fleet just off the coast on that side, and they're just starting to send transports there to land troops.
Yeah.
So at the moment, I'm just trying to go around and build towers around my entire coastline just to fortify it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they've managed to find one spot that I haven't managed to get to yet. So they've landed some troops, and they're currently kind of like they've got a few troops kind of running in my base, running around. So I'm trying to pump out some troops to stop them, but yeah. I am. The upside is, no matter what happens to my main base, I've got two kind of like smaller ones because I expanded onto two of the other islands. Yeah. One of them was because it had stone, and the other one is because it has gold, and I needed more of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. The plan to sneak away, we have to use diplomacy. Just don't fucking attack. Attack the innocent guards, just do their job, and then loot their dead corpses right in front of their now orphan children. That is evil campaign.
Yeah.
That is evil campaign shit.
So I threw it in.
Yeah. We have to sneak away. No, we should use diplomacy. Just don't fucking attack them. We should be fine. No. Murder them. Just murder them. Then just loot the corpses in front of the families. Just do it. I'm actually surprised at how non-evil you guys have been at the moment in that campaign.
What do you mean we robbed someone?
I know, and that was like the worst thing you've done.
We killed guards that were just doing their job.
We've got to get prepared for the big stuff, you know. Just wandering around being a twat it's it's not productive. Just being generically evil to everybody means we're gonna die.
I mean, why do you think I blocked off chaotic evil?
Yeah.
It's because
Murder
if you're
horror.
chaotic evil, you would character-wise go more likely but not go around and do that, and then you would be fucked. I actually want some kind of campaign out of this, rather than you guys just fucking dying within the first 5 goddamn sessions.
Yeah, so we're going around, and even if we find someone who is thoroughly ripe for the thieving, might be a good idea not to, because then everyone would try and murder us.
Well, Courtney got a 200 axe out of it, so. Which isn't even the kind of thing that her character uses that well. Although, to be fair, like I mentioned the other day, until level 3 or 4, that's when she starts getting things. So, up until that point, you can kind of understand not using 2 weapons. At least not all the time.
Well, quick question.
Mhm.
I had the thought of, before the girl talked to us again about being stuck here, my thought is to, get away from the child bodies, is to just throw away the toy. Would I have died?
No.
No, okay.
I can't even
I'm just
remember what
curious.
mine was. I completely forgot what mine was.
I'm gonna clarify again, because it's not super clear when you're trying to put it together. You're not in the orphans' bodies. You're in the bodies of patients.
Yeah.
Separate things for the orphans.
I realised that when you mentioned that we were in adult bodies, I was like,
Yeah.
I thought we were in the kids' body. Alright.
Yeah, because the children's cradle was simultaneously an insane asylum and orphanage, not like an insane asylum for the orphans, as in there were orphans and also insane asylum patients going around the same place. The Whitehall is where they kept the patients, and the children were kept in the nursery.
Right, okay. Yeah, I was combining them both.
Yeah. It was partially because you found the nightgown in one of the cells.
Yeah.
I think that's what confused you.
Yeah.
But it was that one of the patients fucking stole it because he's insane.
Yeah, okay.
Are we all back?
Maybe.
Yeah, I think we're all back.
Nobody's muted.
Yeah, nobody's muted.
Oh, Danny's just talking to a dog.
Well, that's obviously terribly important, and we shouldn't interrupt.
Which dog?
Daisy.
Daisy, my D&D character is travelling around with this crazy old bastard who fucking makes blood comes out of people's eye socket. What should I do? What? Murder him in his sleep? Good idea.
Oh, hey.
She just looks
Shall
really bad now.
Shall we?
Mhm.
Then let's.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in my cage and just close it.
Yeah, in the lobby.
my
you
axe
go
back.
down. Head down. Get in the cage. It's not all that big, so it's 1 by 1.
Mm.
And you'd wait on the other side anyway. So each of you in turn gets in this cage, and it sort of drops. And everyone sees it drop and then suddenly reappear without anybody in it, and everybody who's going in just has this falling sensation, and then suddenly the cage opens and they're once again in the past kind of thing, but they look at themselves. And when you're all gathered together after everyone comes through, you hear Laurel say, "Yes, that's it. You're really here in the past. This is a different time, just before the end. You look like yourself now, and the cradle can see you. If the staff find you, they'll kill you. There's one last thing you have to do. You have to go to the top of the staff tower. There's an open window up there. You have to jump out. Then the cradle will think you killed yourself, but you won't really die. You'll just be outside where it can't see you. I'll be waiting for you."
On the other side. In the spirit realm. So we are gonna die.
mean, you can go into this with the meta thought that I don't want to end the campaign. So see what that information is, you will.
Yes, we can escape from the campaign. Freedom.
Fucking commit suicide with like characters.
Yeah, we're gonna be TPK by this house at this point. Okay, so what exactly do we have to do here, other than jump out of a window?
You have
Get
to
past the
get
guards.
get up to the staff tower. The shades walking about like before. You're in the storm cellar, which is like a big area you could get out of. And then get up through the lobby, up to the staff tower, through the staff tower, and out of the one open window in the place.
Okay.
Can we fight the shades, or do we have to be stealthy about this?
We have no idea.
We have to try. Do you want to try?
No.
Would Krasar be crazy enough? Probably.
I
Quite
mean,
possibly.
I wanna fucking kill one.
I mean, you've got your fucking axe back, man.
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Oh, do I have a skeleton?
Okay.
Some of the spell again.
What's that?
Some of the spell again.
Alright, hang on. It's fucking, what was it? Animate Dead, that's the one, Animate Dead. Right, 1 second. I can remember whether it was Race or Animate. No, it says nothing about distance. It just says it's under my control for 24 hours.
I mean, we could like. I don't see how it would have come through with you necessarily, but what I could say is that because you could mentally command it, you mentally commanded it to go and fucking stand in the storm cage, in the cage, and fucking go through, and it appeared.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, you got your skeleton.
Ah, Steve the skeleton. Good to see you.
But yeah, you're all down in the storm cellar.
Any shades down here?
Jump out a window.
Are there
Yeah.
any shades down here?
Not in the immediate vicinity, but you can hear shuffling around and stuff. Oh, I need to turn that music back on.
Steve, you are a scout. Go and scout.
Okay. Is he stealthing?
Can he?
Or- I have no idea.
I'm sure it follows like a template.
Actually, I know what it's going to do. Steve is going to run up from the storm cellar and run into the hall of records, try and get anyone in the lobby, etc., to follow him in there. Steve,
Okay.
Steve, your sacrifice will not be forgotten.
Oh, Steve, dude. This is
Okay.
fucked up.
Well, what would you rather us do? Would you rather me run up there?
Yes.
Rather we fight him.
Wow.
How like
Wow.
closely are you following behind? Like, you know, trying to stay close so you can see or what?
Far enough away so we don't get spotted by anyone who goes running after him.
Yeah, okay. Alright, all of you roll stealth checks to, you know, keep yourself hidden while being further away.
Do we get like
19.
advantage?
Yes.
Wait.
No, but like their
We have
DC
a
will be
distraction.
higher. Yeah, but I'm gonna do it with like a higher DC for them based on the stealth rolls.
21.
21, okay.
I tried,
Got
guys. I tried
19 is-
getting. I
is it
tried
19
getting
is-
this advantage.
You've got a bonus for something. You just don't know exactly what it is.
And we'll do stealth differently.
Hmm?
You do stealth differently when it's a group roll.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to do, but you've got to figure stuff out and having an advantage, disadvantage sometimes is
Yeah.
whatever. So I just fucking house for it in my head. But okay, so you're all stealthing behind. As a group, you believe you're doing pretty decent stealth wise, and you're following behind. You know, a fair ways, you know, round corners from Steve, who is clattering his way across along this fucking storm cellar. Just fucking imagine him running like Captain Jack Sparrow. Running through, like splashing through the flooded bits.
Hang on.
Fucking arms in the air.
Yeah.
Shit.
Can I send a message to Steve? Yeah, I'm basically gonna send him a message and tell him to try and hum as loud as he can the Pirates of the Caribbean theme.
Oh yeah, a skeleton's gonna hum.
Yep.
I didn't say
somehow.
try
I mean,
or clatter.
you've heard of a
clatter.
cackling skeleton.
cla-
Yeah, I was about to
clatter
say, he
the
interprets the
theme.
command as best he can by clicking his fucking teeth together.
Yeah.
Clack, 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 clack. But he's running along, and you're all following behind, and like there's a long bit of corridor you see as he's sprinting along, and you can see a shade.
I better
And
actually
he
stop.
passed it. It's he attempts to like grab Steve.
I will detect if Steve gets.
Oh yeah, no, and you're seeing this down the end of a corridor anyway.
Mhm.
It attempts to grab Steve.
Steve, slash him. Message him. Slash him, Steve.
Sweet. Thank you. I need the skeletons.
And I think he's got like a sword of some kind, or is it just his claws?
Yeah, I love a sword. Because you either get a skeleton or a zombie depending on what you choose, and it just has the skeleton thing. So it does attacks, but mainly it's the. So its strength is like nothing. Can you roll a d20 and not be grabbed?
I
Or else come in.
just straight D20.
Yeah, because he's got no strength.
Well, no.
Oh fuck.
All right, he got grabbed.
Steve, no. I'm gonna send him a message. Steve, no. Fight him off, Steve.
Oh, all
It's too late.
right. He's been
He's
grabbed.
already dead.
Steve then hits at the shade
Mhm.
while grabbed. Wait, no, sorry. I rolled a 1 for him, but he's your skeleton, so you're rolling for it.
What did it roll?
D20 plus 4.
Ah, go.
I'm getting confused with myself.
There we are.
Because you told it to attack, so it attacked. 22. It hits the shade. Roll D6 plus 2 for piercing.
4.
Oh, okay. It stabs into the shade. It's not dead, insofar as you can tell it's alive. And you're all still set back a little bit, and you're basically watching a skeleton and a shade thing have a tussle fight with stabbing in between.
Does anyone want to place any bets? All proceeds come out of Freya's pocket.
That's not gonna happen.
And as you're all watching, the shade like tries to like suffocate the skeleton.
You know what? I'm betting on a skeleton, and I'm gonna throw my axe.
It's like grabbing at its
Whoa!
throat.
What are you doing, Freya?
I'm betting on the skeleton and throwing my axe at it.
No,
At
don't
the
don't
shade.
Yes, we gotta go up the staff tower.
No, I want to fight it.
No, let's go. Let's go.
I mean, if you're throwing. You're still in the storm, so you got to get past this thing.
Oh right. I thought we were seeing it.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
you're in
yeah.
the storm cellar. You're in like one of the many corridors of the storm cellar, looking at this happening.
Oh.
And to get to the staff tower, you kind of have to get past. Like the skeleton, if it hadn't been grabbed, would have kept running. The shade would have chased it, kind of thing, and then you can get past.
Hold up.
Oh, so we have to fight anyway. All right.
No, hold up. Let me do it.
I mean, I'm
Uh,
still throwing.
Right. No, I'm gonna cast before Freya gets a chance to throw. I'm casting magic missile on that shade.
Wait. In terms of game mechanics, that would be you reacting to what Freya's trying to do, which means the only thing you'll be able to cast is a thing with a casting time of reaction. Just saying. Which means Freya gets to throw the axe.
In my defense, I thought this was happening like over here. Like
Yeah, so did I, actually.
I thought we were
No,
like
he
up
said
here.
in the storm cellar. He said that the shade got him in the storm cellar.
Right,
trying to
I
leave.
must have
I was
ignored them.
I tried to say like a few times. You know, your storm cell's pretty big. It's not like one tiny room, you know. You know, it's bigger than.
Right,
But
whatever.
anyway, Freya throws the axe. Freya hits with the axe. Freya obliterates with the axe. There's things
Big
like
dick damage.
they're sort of falling around, rumbling around on the ground. It's been stabbed insofar as it can be with the
Oh, sorry,
skeleton
Steve's,
short sword.
is Steve like up in the hallway somewhere?
No, you're all still in the storm cellar.
Yeah, we're still
Oh.
down here.
Oh, wow,
Everybody's in
right.
the storm cellar.
He barely got any.
Like
Oh,
because it's the first shade managed to grab him because of the one to not be grabbed.
Oh, it's
But effectively the axe spins in the air, chain following behind, and just chops and lands in this shade's neck as they're like rolling around on the ground,
yeah.
and it just disappears, like
Hmm.
fades into nothingness, and the axe just drops before, just as you're trying to pull it back, it like drops and slaps into Steve's chest, ribcage. And he's
Oh.
sort of like tussling around with nothing for half of a second before just stopping dead.
Freya, you better not damage Steve.
You were just about to sacrifice him. Where would you?
You owe me some money.
No, because I was also betting on Steve. I just didn't get around to place my bet yet.
You still owe him money.
No, I don't.
Pull back my axe. Yeah.
Yeah. You pull back the axe.
Hopefully I didn't like rip Steve's ribcage.
Just like one link of the chain got round rib, and you just get rib back with it.
The entire Steve comes back to he doesn't get caught on the axe.
Alright, sweet.
But you continue with the same idea of send Steve ahead. It's a good plan, I think.
Yeah, I'm thinking at least since especially since from what we saw, it looks like they try and grab you, pin you down, and then try and, for lack of a better term, overwhelm your form, and that's how they kill you. So Steve, being the one that will not work on, is the best one to go ahead. Also, it's a fucking skeleton. It hasn't got any goddamn feelings.
Yeah. Alright, so you continue on, same stealth rolls, and you continue on through the thing. You see a shade at the end, and Steve sprints past it. Again.
Yep.
D20, please.
Yeah.
Oh my god. There's a clumsy grab and just managed to grab onto a bit of leg as like Steve runs past.
Freya, can you throw your axe at that one as well?
Sure. I missed.
Alright, this time I'm magic missiling it.
I get to play back. Give me a chance. I don't know if I get that.
You
I don't know.
We're seeing that your axe missed. At that point, I'm going magic missiles.
Yeah.
So fire 3, they automatically hit, and they all do D4 plus 1 force damage. So they're all hitting the same one, so I'm just gonna roll them all same time. Okay. 13. That's a lot.
He's dead. So these bolts just slamming at the multiple points of it as it's like trying to claw Steve down. And it just like the magic missiles like bore holes through it and then it dissipates from like the inside with these holes.
I'm gonna go up to Steve. Oh, by the way, I have named the sprite Steve the Skeleton, but I think I need you, Will, to let the name be viewed. Right. I'm just gonna put my hand on Steve's shoulders and just go. Now, Steve, Krastar thinks you need to do a little bit better, but don't worry, Krastar believes in you.
Guys,
Mhm.
I'm going to point out something. I have water stance, which means if I look at it, if I grappled whilst in this stance, you can use your own reaction to immediately attempt to break free of the grapple.
Yes,
I
but,
can do that for a minute though. That might be useful.
but to be fair, Steve the Skeleton can't be taken over by these things. Apparently, they can't absorb him or whatever they try and do.
Oh.
He's still probably the best one to go and try this.
I mean,
Trying to
also if Steve
supplicate him.
dies, you can just bring him back.
Yeah.
We can't bring anyone else back.
Yeah.
Well, I could animate your corpse into a skeleton.
That's just
First
fucked
one, no.
up.
No.
That's just
Or,
fucked
or
up.
a zombie.
No.
So, continue on.
Carry on,
Yep, continuing with the
carry on
Steve
with
statue.
Steve.
Grab me out.
Wait.
That was the last shade you see in the storm cell, and you end up getting up like towards the lobby and stuff, where the corridors are wider. Plan still to like run about the lobby and try and chase into the Hall of Records.
I mean, I think we can just take
No,
them all out.
no. Steve is instead going to run into the lobby
Mm-hmm.
and attack the first shade that he sees and just try and distract any in there while we sneak up to the staff tower if necessary.
Okay.
It depends how many shades are in there.
Okay. All right. Steve runs into the lobby. At least one of you would be like, just checking on what's happening and seeing and relaying to the rest, really. So you see Steve run into the lobby with, like the entrance desk and stuff. Seeing like 5 shades. At various areas, like one at them staircases on the left to go up to another area, and a couple by the front desk, and that. And he just sprints in, takes a swipe at a shade. If you want to roll for it, that's cool.
What's the plus again? Sorry.
It's +4.
Nope.
He does not connect, but he runs in and like starts swiping at stuff, and I just punch the mic. Start swiping at anything that comes near, and they'll like start swarming towards it and grabbing and pulling and trying to rip it apart effectively. And rolling utter dog shit. So, they're all like trying to grab and I mean they're flanking actually.
They
one
have
of them
fallen for my nefarious ploy of greasing up Steve the skeleton. They cannot
It's a-
grab a hold of him. The other two just got lucky.
Right, so they're all like super focused on him, and one of them coming from behind manages to grab on to one bit of Steve, like, and that's all he managed to do in this moment. What are you going onto the staff tower? Are you?
Okay, can
trying
I
to fight?
just ask a quick question? Are all of the shades now around Steve?
Yeah, there's 5 in the lobbies around.
Cool. I am now going to cast Blood Geyser on Steve Square.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Steve!
So each creature has to make a dex saving throw. What is it for Steve?
+2.
Steve definitely passed. For save DC's 15.
2 of them pass.
Cool. That's fine. So now everyone takes 14 points of acid damage, half on a successful save.
Okay.
So Steve takes 7 points of damage.
Okay. The 2 that save are still up, but the others dissolve into nothingness.
I'm now going to order Steve use my bonus action to take a swipe at one of the ones that's still up.
Mhm.
Plus
It's
4
the one that's
again. Damage,
Nope.
Steve.
Mm.
Yeah, that's me done.
Okay.
Unless anyone else wants to try anything. I love
I'll
the
give-
way
I'll
I'm
give
coming
you
up with
guys
these
action
plans
if you
and
do.
immediately going against them. Just like, oh, this is piss easy.
Is anyone else trying to do anything in this moment as this actually happens?
How many shades is there?
2 left.
Okay.
I just
And yeah,
took out
I'll
3
find
of
my
them.
axe.
Um,
10 damage.
One of the remaining shades
Mhm.
Poofs into nothing. There's one left.
Go back.
You get your axe back.
Yeah. Woo.
Can I throw a produce flame at them?
Mhm.
Range spell attack. So
Dex
that's
bonus, I think. Is that your dex? Yeah, it's your dex
Mm.
bonus, I think.
jeez. Oh,
Would he technically consider spell attack get his proficiency as bonus as well?
Yeah, I think it does.
But
oh
it's-
then I'd 3 on.
yeah, it's 18 then if it's
Yeah,
plus
you
3.
hit. You hit.
Where did I put the spell?
It's,
Flame.
D8.
Spell increases by 1d8 when you reach. It's 2d8.
Oh, you did it at a level. Okay.
Oh, is it that level or is it wait?
I mean, did you just like spell it at the lowest level?
It's
you
a-
done that?
No, it's a cantrip. So this spell damage increased by 1d8 when you reach 5th level. I'm 6th.
Oh
level.
yeah, yeah. Sorry, yeah, yeah, it does. Completely misread that.
I think.
And the last one dissolves.
Krastow is pleased that his plan went so well.
Yes.
Krastow is
Good.
also very proud of Steve.
He's done well to survive you trying to kill him, but
Krastow was not trying to kill Steve. Krastow knew that Steve would survive Krastow's spell.
Trust that spell. How do you say that?
Krastow knows these things.
sure. Can we get moving, please?
Can I just like grab Steve and just run up to the staff room, staff tower?
I am going to order
What do you
Steve.
against Steve?
I'm going to order Steve to, as we go up to the staff tower, kind of like wait, like, is this like going up some stairs or?
Mhm, yeah.
Right. I'm going to order Steve to wait. At the
Please
top of
protect
those, at
me,
the top of
please.
those stairs or wherever,
Mhm.
depending on how many stairs there are. If there's any shades that come, he is to run in to us, so we know.
Okay. And I got it wrong. Range spell attack, you still use your regular bonus for spell casting. It's not dex. It's whatever your spell casting modifier is.
Oh, it'd have been +5 then.
Yeah, but I mean, you hit either way.
Well, is it with proficiency?
Yeah.
That would have been +8.
Yeah. But either way, you fucking hit. So.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're doing that. You're all head to the staff tower. Steve waits at the top of the stairs. It's like one floor up at a minute. Actually, no, it's fucking way higher because you're jumping out my window.
Yeah.
2 floors. But you head up. There's a door at the top. Opening it leads you. You can see it. You know, you're in dim light, and you know, being cautious opening it, and you can see it in this large room, like almost the entirety of the tower. And there's like on this level of it at least, like a bunch of tables, like it's a common area for them or something, or like a meeting area.
Mm-hmm.
And you look into the staff tower, and you can just about see at the far end of the room, like a dead sprint distance, or like just short of like a full sprint distance, the open window. And between you and the open window, shitloads of tables, and frankly, fuckloads of shits.
Is the door like 1 square wide?
Yeah.
Exactly.
What are you doing? What I'm gonna do?
Can I open the door fully?
Mm-hmm.
And on the space of the door, can I just behind the door and go, "Hey guys!" Do I get all their attention?
Well, I was going to cast Thaumaturgy.
Are they going to start running towards me?
Yeah, they start like getting up and moving chairs aside and moving towards you guys.
I take 1 step back and put Moonbeam in front of me.
Oh,
At second level.
better plan. Yeah, I like this.
What, and Crastar's plans weren't any good, were they?
No. I was comparing it to my own plan,
Oh.
which is basically to fucking run and just jump out the window.
Oh, not to over with the shades, just jump out the window.
Yep.
I could have giant snake
Onto the
just go
tables
straight
and just
for
jump
it.
Right. Right. So this, frankly, fuckload of shades are stalking towards you, and the moonbeam springs to life and, floor to ceiling as you're all stood beyond the door. And seeing, you can see through it. It's translucent to a degree, and you can see this fucking big old crowd of shades walking up to it. And the first one steps in, and it's when they enter it, right? Or
Yeah,
start
it's when they
on the
enter.
turn. Yeah.
Yes.
And what save is it?
Constitution.
Constitution.
Yes.
I'm gonna get ready to bolt
Okay.
down the stairs.
That one fails.
Roll damage.
Yeah. 12.
And it's radiant damage too.
It dissolves.
That's the bit I
As
was
he
worried
steps in,
about.
it gets destroyed by the shade. No, destroyed by the light. The shade gets destroyed by the light. And as another one walks in,
And that one bites the dust.
19.
That passes.
Mhm.
Takes half damage.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Right, do I roll every time for them?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, okay.
This one
Eric's at the
survives.
front. Eric's at the front. Uh-oh.
I could just slap it with bow staff.
Not as a reaction.
Oh.
You have to wait for your turn again.
You cast a spell, you don't have a spare action going.
Mm.
And it steps in. And it attempts to grab you. It does not succeed. Because you got to actually grappling is like a pause thing, so you could theoretically get worse than it. To roll like athletics or acrobatics, whichever's higher.
Athletics. Acrobatics the same, so it doesn't matter. 20.
It doesn't grab you.
Okay.
Give me just a second.
Oh, just goes, bitch, please.
I feel like this isn't going to work.
Mm-hmm. But
Yeah. I forgot that it is a second level spell. I meant to cast it at spell higher so it does more damage. I forgot. I said the wrong level.
Were we doing 10, 6 second-ish kind of stuff?
Yeah.
Can I enter water stance, please?
Okay. You're in water stance. If any of y'all want to do in this next moment that hasn't already done something.
How many can I see?
Well, there's one next to me, so you can do that.
Oh no,
Shitloads.
for shit. Okay, I'm gonna cast Magic Missile again. One of them is gonna hit the one in front of Rurik. That's been damaged. The other two are gonna hit one of the others. All right.
Mhm.
So I'll roll first for that one. Nice.
He's dead.
Yep. Then let me roll for the other two hitting the other one. 6.
Alright, it's not dead, but there's a hole in it. 2 holes, but that form one big one.
How far away are we from Steve? Can we actually still see Steve at this point?
Yeah, you're like 25, 30 feet.
Alright, I'm calling for Steve.
Okay.
Since there's more shades in here than we thought, I'm calling for Steve.
Okay. He
Yeah.
trots over on your turn, right?
No, would he, yeah, well, my bonus action, yeah. Would he get hit by the moonbeam?
Yes.
Okay, so Steve is just gonna go and try and stand in front of Ulrich. So if one of them gets through the moonbeam, it's Steve who's attacked, not Ulrich.
Okay. Yeah.
Steve just comes clanking upstairs. Well, kind of, rattling upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Steve, Christ, I need you to protect Ulrich. Do not let the Wolfman die.
Zealous, do you want to do anything particularly?
No.
Okay. Freya.
Hmm. Will I be able to like throw my axe through? I don't.
Yeah, it's only
Yeah.
Moonbeam.
Yeah.
No, I know that bit. I mean, because of the doorway
Also,
and there's people in the way.
Yeah, you'll be able.
I'll be able to do it.
Yeah.
All right then.
Yeah, but it might find it.
Yeah, I'll throw it out. I don't know who I could throw it out though.
One of the crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just fucking launch it at the
the
mask.
It'd be hard for you not to hit one, to be honest.
The damaged one or the non? Oh god! Yeah, that's it.
I'll say, is it a different angle so he doesn't see the one you hit?
Alright, cool.
Roll damage, because you did hit, strangely enough.
Oh,
But
hang on. You're
it's crit.
Yeah, but
Arc.
you're half orc anyway, so you get extra weapon die damage.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So essentially, what, 3d8 plus double strength or something like that? Or is it just one strength?
It's just one strength, I think.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So it's Pathfinder where strength gets doubled from damage. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. It's like
Just
3.
normal strength then, yeah.
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 Oh shit, we forgot to do stuff.
What?
I'm still weakened from the
Oh,
last.
shit, yeah.
I have 1 strength.
Wait, what?
Okay. To
Yeah,
be fair,
in the last one when you were fighting things, they drained strength from
Yeah.
people they hit.
Oh dear.
I forgot to change it back. Shit.
would that still be on there? Because we went into other bodies and then we went back. Sometimes past at least. How long does it last for?
Until long rest.
Oh right. Oh, never mind then. Sorry, Andy. I tried.
Yeah, 1. Well, at least I got Max on one of them.
Yeah, one
Oh.
down.
16.
Surely.
One defo dead. Split straight through, almost hitting the next one in the crowd.
How many are in the crowd?
It's gonna have to tell.
they're all
There's a
shadows,
large-
so they
a
all
large
just
group
merge.
of- Yeah, they sort of merge into an amorphous blob
Oh.
with arms and legs. And fiery red eyes.
Right. Is there any way for me? Because I know I've done Magic myself, but is there any way for me to act before that group does? In like
No.
the next round, so to speak.
No, because most of that group hasn't actually gone yet.
Oh right. Okay.
In the turn order in my head.
Ah,
Because a
damn it.
couple of them have walked through like the moonbeam and done stuff. Vast majority haven't, and you have acted.
Ah,
But,
damn it. I wanted to try to do a blood geyser, but no, that's fine.
All right, so a few more. Attempt to brave the beam. 19. Pass.
That passes. Damage for that is 12/6.
Alright, that one survives, and the other one fails.
11.
That one just about disintegrates. But the first one comes through, somewhat smouldering.
Wait, are they like morphing into each other?
A bit. It's sort of like just as they're so close in this massive group, they seem to be coalescing a bit, but they're still independent.
Oh, okay.
They're not forming one into one giant shadow beast. Although now I wish I had done that.
It would make a pretty epic boss encounter, I have to
You
admit.
would. Right. And he grabs the first thing he sees, which happens to be Steve. That's cocked.
Would you want me to roll in defense?
Flat D. Oh wait, no, because he like D20 plus 2 actually.
Nope.
Holy shit, you got less than me.
Poor Steve.
Okay. Steve is grabbed.
Oh no! I mean,
He's
it's
now
not
grappled.
like
And then the rest of them kind of stay out of the beam. They just sort of mill around the edge, like as if whatever's controlling them has wised up.
I
And
don't like
then
the sound of that.
it's back around to you guys.
Okay.
So-
How clumped up are they?
They're all pretty clumped up. They're all like adjacent. There's barely any gaps between them.
Right. Okay. I'm doing blood geyser in the center of them then.
Hmm.
It's a 10-foot radius. I don't know how many they'll hit, but they all have to make deck saves, or they take. Oops, sorry. So it'll be 12 points of damage, halved if they succeed their deck save of 15. I love these blood spells, Will. I'm glad you found it for me.
No worries, man. All right, 5 out of like 20. Make.
5 out of 20 make it.
Yeah.
That's good. That's what, 15 down?
Yep.
Oh.
Crasta feels powerful. And then I'm going to use my bonus action. Is the one in front of one who's just grabbed Steve? Steve is going to try and break free?
Mhm.
So, same roll, d20 plus 2?
Yep.
11.
13.
Steve does not break free. Yeah, that's it. That's everything from me.
Yep. Ulrich.
Sorry, it's been ages, so I have to reread my spells. How many are there?
There's still a good few. Like 15 just exploded into blood. But like the rest of the area is damn near filled with them. So like you might estimate another like 20.
Can I do wind wall to try and hit as many as I can?
Yeah. How long can you make it? Like 60 feet as well?
You can make the wind wall up to 50 feet long, 15 feet high, 1 foot thick.
Okay.
You can shape the
50
wall in
feet. 10.
any way, use long as it makes one continuous path along the
So
ground.
it's like 10 squares of length, and they're a little spread out. So I would say you can hit. Is this a D10? Lucky you, you can hit 8.
Whoop. Each creature within its area must make a strength saving throw. A creature that takes failed save or half as much. Alright, so it's just half the damage.
Alright, 4 of the 8 make it. Definitely, because they got like 18s.
Right. 9. Oh.
And miraculously all survive. Is wind wall concentration or
It's
is it like a one blast?
It lasts up to 1 minute. It's concentration, so I guess then the moonbeam disappears and the windmill persists.
Margot Simon, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it works with
Yeah,
concentration
yeah,
spells. If you cast another one, the first one goes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but it's like concentration up to 1 minute, so I guess it still stays there.
Yeah.
The wind wall, yeah. So long as you don't cast another concentration spell, that wind wall will stay where it is, unless you
Yeah,
choose
Andy.
to stop it.
The good thing about it is going through the door too, so they can't get through. Well, let's try to get hit by it.
The bad side is it stops people like Laume and Zolis from running and hitting things. Although that might be for the best, to be fair. We don't want them getting grabbed.
Wait, I can't run through this wall.
The-
Me too.
the-
Well,
there's
wait,
no
wait, wait,
wall
wait.
wind.
Right, there's a wind wall blowing into the room, so if they go in, they might get hit by it and also get blown into the room.
Yes.
Oh, okay, right. Whose turn is it now?
Wait a sec. And... I mean, with the wearing the wind wall, do you only get damage like when it first appears?
So,
So like it stays there and it keeps smaller flying creatures out and objects can't pass through. You know, like arrows and shit won't get through it. But people can walk through it.
Hmm.
You just take damage like when it first appears, I think. But Lame, you can go.
I have to ask a lot of questions. So, the window is our escape point, right?
Mm-hmm.
How far away is it?
Say 45 feet from the door.
Perfect. Okay.
Is it like
I-
directly across the room from the door?
Yeah, straight line.
So literally, can we just use like the wind wall, just like propel ourselves out the window? Whee!
Is that what we're doing? Because I can make it to this window. So,
and then we're actually just killing the things. You can if you want.
I mean, well, because with water stance, when I use Step of the Wind, I may move through a hostile creature space without penalty. So I Step of the Wind, dash to the window, don't take any attacks of opportunity, and I'll make it to the window, and I can jump out the window. So I could be gone. The other thing is, how big is this room?
Like
Fi-
45 by
Yeah,
45.
45. the distance
From
of
the
the
door to the
window.
window is 45, so that kind of implies that wall to wall is 45.
Yeah.
I could. Oh, how many key points do I have? So I'll use one. I'll have three. So I can create a 15-foot cube that means that all creatures inside it have to make a dexterity saving throw, be restrained until the end of the next turn.
Ooh.
But that will end my water stance. So the other thing I could do is I run bonus action Step of the Wind, run through the room to the window, turn around, cast this behind me, and then jump out the window. Can I do that? Because it would be an action, a bonus action, and a movement.
I think so.
I mean, I feel like I'm just leaving everyone behind though, and I feel really bad.
See,
But
you wanna leave us.
I mean, there's not many of them left. We can literally just stand here and let them come at us, and then me and Ulrich with our magic can just pick it, and Freya with her axe can just start picking them off.
so if I got to the window, what would a 15-foot cube in front of me hit? How many of the shades would it hit?
From the window,
Yeah.
not that many, because most of them have like moved towards the door.
Right.
Like maybe might catch one, to be honest.
Yeah.
It might be worth just sticking around and letting us mages fire things into the room.
I can believe. Did I care about you that much?
But it's not exactly like us mages are doing a bad job. I mean, as magic users, we're killing them by the bucket load. I killed 15 out of fucking 20 in one hit, and damaged the rest.
So you'll be fine and I can leave?
If you want, yeah. Or you can just stay behind us until, just to be safe rather than sorry, until we finish them all off.
I feel like we're all about to get killed.
How?
Can I
There's
hold my
like 4 of them left.
How many are left?
4 or 5?
No, it's more than 4 or 5. Because I said like 20 odd to Adam, and then he took out like
You said 20 to me. I mean, you said that 5 passed.
no. I said
That's-
you were hitting like a certain
Yeah.
amount.
Right. So there's actually a lot more in there than I thought then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you asked
Oh,
like how
shit.
many you'd hit with the thing, and I
Oh, I thought
And
that
with
was like
the-
them all. Oh yeah, don't go in there.
Well, I can make it. That's the thing.
I mean, and they're fairly spread out because after the blood guys, there's a big fucking hole in where they were. It's not been filled, you know.
What my thinking is, if they get to me and Ulrich, we might need your help getting them off.
I just wild shape and turn into something big and leg it.
I might need to grab hold of you if that happens. Just like, flee! Steve,
Right.
hold them off!
I want to.
It's up
hold-
to you. Do what you want.
I'm kind of. I just want us to leg it because I feel like we're all gonna die now. Moonbeam's gone.
Just
I'm gonna hold my action. What I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna shout at these guys to leg it. I'm gonna see what they do. If they all start running towards the window, I will activate my plan. Can I do that?
Yeah,
Cool.
I think so.
I'll wait to see what everyone else does.
Just clarify with the whole holding for a trigger thing. Is you
Mhm.
hold an action,
Right.
and that means you can't also move. in the
I
same
can't do
time.
the bonus action of the movement, damn it.
It's just one action that you hold.
God damn it. Aww.
There's something I want to check as well.
I don't want to leave you all behind. There aren't many near the window. How no, they couldn't get me if I got to the window. Right, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna. Is there any coming close to the door?
Uh,
They're trying, I think.
yeah, there's none super close right now. There's a couple, but like a lot of the ones that were nearer the door got hit by the wind wall.
Oh, what about the one on Steve? Is that still on Steve?
Didn't that one die? You killed
yeah,
that
he
one.
died.
You killed that one with the magic missile.
Yeah, he did.
No, I killed the one that was in front of Ulrich with a magic missile. That
No, that's
was
right, you did.
before
Yeah,
Steve.
yeah, yeah.
That was before Steve. Now Steve moved
Oh,
up. He got grabbed and failed to get out. And I didn't target it myself. So unless the wind wall got it, but then it would also get Steve.
Here's what I'm gonna do.
Well, it wouldn't necessarily get Steve because it's like 1 foot wide as a wind wall. It would be able to just hit the one thing, but I think it's not been hit then.
Right, yeah, so there's one in range on Steve.
Right. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tell the others we should run now while they're spread out. I'm then going to. So there's one on Steve right now.
Mhm.
I'm going to use Water Whip, which is another water stance thing. So in place of one of my regular attacks, I can conjure a whip made of water to make an attack against a creature within 30 feet of me. Considered he has to make a strength saving throw, and if he fails, I can push him 10 feet away.
Does it do any damage or?
Yeah, it also does my unarmed strike damage.
I got a 15.
15. Oh god. I think my save.
It's usually, I think CBDC is usually like 8 plus.
Proficiency plus
proficiency.
my
wisdom modifier.
DC is 13,
Alright, so he's
so he doesn't get
16.
pushed, but he still takes the damage.
And the unarmed damage. Your unarmed damage is okay, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
monks is pretty
Mhm.
high.
So actually, what is it? It's +8 and a D6. Oh, that wasn't. Why are you doing this? Okay, that's 8 damage.
8 damage. Was he already damaged?
Yeah, by my moonbeam.
Yeah.
Yes, he was. He's dead.
Thank you for saving Steve, Laumei, Krasta, thank you.
I said run. That's my turn.
Okay. After that, cause Cross has been,
Eric's
Eric's been.
Lao
Have
Mei.
you
I think
been?
it's Solis and Freya who need
Yeah.
to go.
Freya, go. Freya.
Well, I want to check something, and I can't throw my axe because of wind wall. So
Mm.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna go downstairs and check to see is any motherfuckers coming upstairs.
I don't think you'd have to go down the stairs. You can literally just kind of look behind you.
Oh, is it like that?
I mean, it's like a 25 feet to get to the top of the stairs kind of thing.
So I think
You
it's
can-
just, from what I understand, it's just like a straight thing.
Yeah,
Where
like-
you know where like
Yeah,
when
but
you're
we've
there, we can see
spiraled
down
up
there.
though. We've
Have we
spiraled up 2 floors.
There's stairs kind of like in these places. So like there's a bottom section which like you can't really go in from here, and that up this way is stairs, and then there's a landing that you're on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I misread it.
Yeah,
then.
yeah. See, that's what I thought it was. Yeah, yeah. That's why I could turn around and see Steve, and that's why Steve could get up to us so quickly.
Yeah.
Because he was
Right.
you know, that close.
I was
Yeah.
like thinking this whole thing's like spiral staircase and it goes into a room. Okay. And alright, I guess I don't have to really I'll just go to the landing and just look to see if there's anything here.
I mean, you're already on the landing, so you don't have to go anywhere.
Well, to the edge. Get a better look.
You can't see anything at the minute, but you can definitely hear movement.
Yeah, I'm gonna relay. We need to get the fuck out of here.
Okay, then.
Zolis?
Can I rage?
Hmm?
Can I rage?
Yep.
Yes.
Zolis, what are you doing?
So what's going on? Just because.
Right, you're currently
Sorry.
you're all fairly close together. You're on the outside of a door into the staff tower on a landing. Inside the staff tower is a whole bunch of shades that are now more spread out, and there's less of them than there were because a lot of them got fucked. Your eventual goal is to get out through the window, the other side of the staff tower. And in the meantime, all these things are trying to kill you, and you're generally trying to kill them. But they're like on the inside of the door.
What was happening with like Lao Mei, because you kind of went on a big ramp raging, so spaced out. And there was like a wall.
I basically
of
told
wind.
you to run to the window, but please don't do that anyway. I'm basically telling the group we should run leg it while we can.
Can I just throw a glass bottle at someone? I'm gonna have it on my possession.
You can.
I'm gonna throw a
Wait,
glass.
does Zolis not have a rage weapon?
I have a dagger, but I feel like I don't have enough time to pick it up again. And I don't really want to lose my dagger.
I mean, that makes sense, to be fair.
And I have 12 glass bottles, so. But I stole from the party, so. I'll just throw them.
Yep.
Yeah.
You miss.
Bonus action. Oh, I'm rolling really badly. Mhm.
Did you move any?
Is it? No, I feel like that'd be a bad idea. I won't do that. Okay, I'm just gonna run into the room
Oh, okay.
as well for my movement. 30 feet. Not out the window.
Mhm. Right, you run most of the way across the room. Let me
Let's
see
just-
if anybody. You can. I mean, to be honest, you can. If you don't go quite as far into the room, you can skirt around the edge of the thing so that you don't get in range for them to like attack of opportunity.
Okay.
Alright, so you do that, so they don't have a chance to like grab you and stuff. So you skirt around like a couple of them, running into the room.
What was it?
Then it is all of their turn.
Just me stood in the room.
And what's gonna happen is
We're trapped.
what is going to happen is that a bunch of them, like 5, sort of cluster together, and there's like a swirling,
Oh, fuck off,
stormy
Will.
sound.
Yeah.
It's different. It's not the same thing.
Okay,
There's a
okay,
swirling,
who
stormy
gave him the
sound.
idea to join them together?
It's the different thing. They don't turn into a giant blob. They swirl together and form into like a hag-looking thing
Oh god, here we go.
with a white face, white hair,
So she was
crone
real.
bitch.
She was real. She killed
Like
the girl.
swirls into being. And begins to cast a spell.
Oh no.
fuck.
Wait. Begins to cast.
Well, as in she's casting a spell.
Oh, right.
Let me just fucking pick which one it is.
And who it hits.
Well, yeah, that
Oh,
too.
if it AoEs and kills us all.
Mm. I mean, Zolus is safe at the moment.
Oh, it targets us. There's a lot of things that could go wrong here.
Fuck, I've got so many spells to choose from.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Yep, time to run. Crastar is now convinced.
I mean, we've got many reasons why we should run.
You know what I like to think? I like to think that Steve the Skeleton is the skeleton who I was kind of trash talking in that magical wasteland. That's what I like to think.
Yeah, but weren't you jammering then?
Yes, I thought Jamrin was trash talking.
And wasn't that skeleton kind of like buried as well?
Was he the guy I kicked his leg off, or was that another one?
Probably another one, I think. I don't know.
Fuck. Cannot decide on a spell.
Go for the weakest one.
Uh-huh.
I'm sure she probably has magic missile. That'll be fine.
Time to stop playing the funeral music.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, this situation was fine, and now it's just the worst situation ever.
I could have escaped.
Yes, you could.
You so
You
can.
chose not to.
I'm nice.
Yeah,
If
you,
this was
you
what's her
still
name, Maya, she'd be gone.
you still can if you want to.
Yeah, I can. Well, unless I die to I won't die to this.
You're not gonna die to it. There's no way.
Okay. She casts this spell on
Thank you.
Is it AOE?
Urik. No, on Urik. Nothing appears to happen to Urik.
Oh,
Well-
Jesus.
No save?
Each of you notice the Urik's shadow becomes much darker
I don't know.
and appears to
Cloaked.
grow out of the ground
Fucking shadow clones, dude.
Shadow clone jutsu.
and steps away from Urik and is now behind him.
Does Steve get an attack of opportunity?
Nope.
Ah,
Because it's behind him.
I tried.
Why?
And it because it doesn't. And it's now behind you.
Oh.
And as a bonus action on her turn, attacks you.
What joy.
Natural 20.
His shadow's strong as fuck.
Just don't turn into a wolf now. Jesus.
See what I'm gonna roll this one thingy.
I mean, is it separated from him?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
Okay. So yeah, if we turn into a wolf, it won't change.
Why do I get the feeling that if we
So that's
hit...
like 22 damage.
Oh, jeez. Why do I get the feeling that if we hurt his shadow, we hurt him?
Okay, that won't probably happen.
I can't say. So it's 22 damage, necrotic, and your strength score is reduced by a d4.
Oh, fuck. Oh no. Did you get it last session?
Probably.
Oh shit, dude.
That's
How
that
high is this
turn.
window?
It's just in the wall. It's not hard to get
Okay.
up to.
All right. I thought it's like one of those high, you know, the high walls, and has the window higher
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
You have to like fucking athletics for it.
That is the entirety of the shadow things' turn.
Okay.
So we'll go with Ulrich.
I have Shadow right next to me.
Just run. Just go. Just leave it.
I did talk about human one.
Give me a sec. Let's look at combat.
It would.
Yes,
It's if
indeed.
it move. It's if you move out of its threatened square in 5th edition, where they get attack opportunity. So it
Yeah.
would, but we do need to leave.
You guys have to remember sometimes with combat actions you can take. You know how like rogues get a thing where they can take disengage and dash and stuff as a bonus action.
hmm
The rest of you can take those as actions.
Okay.
Hmm.
It just means that, like, you know, if you disengage, you can't dash because you can only do the one of them kind of deal.
So you wouldn't.
But
Make
do
it
I
all.
still get my movement and bonus?
You still get a moment and a bonus, yes.
Aha! I can change forms as a bonus action.
Oh shit!
Can I? Is there any shady things immediately around the door thing?
Not like immediately around it, no.
Can I get up speed like 20 feet before I run into one? Or is it? Or like the line between the door and the window clear?
It's not clear. There are like one or two in between.
Okay. I will disengage through the door,
Mm-hmm.
turn into a giant elk,
Mm-hmm.
and sprint at the window.
What's the speed of a giant elk?
Faster than a human.
I mean, yeah.
60.
60.
Nice.
And since it's like a charge, so if anything gets in the way, it's going to get charged to it.
If you kill the hag now.
She's not in the line. But I mean, you wouldn't get like to attack with the thing because no action, but like you can definitely make it out because like it's
Okay.
only like 5 feet for you to get it to the door, basically,
Mhm.
and then 55. Because with the disengage, it's like the rest of your movement doesn't provoke, so you can be like right next to stuff and you're fine.
Right.
So yeah, you get to and through the window.
Yeah, do I crash through the window as a giant elk?
It's open, but you like
Aw.
it's not fully. You know, there's bit. You know, it's slightly open. It's not like wide open. So you knock the windows through, and it is a
Giant
bit of a
antlers.
tight fit. Like almost getting caught with your fucking moose horns. But you slam through the window. That's the last.
It's like a dog with a stick.
That's the last we see of you in this moment. You're gone. You go out of view. You're gone. Ulrich is gone. Krastar.
Have fun, Cresta.
Right, Steve. First thing first. By the way, is a dash a bonus action?
No, only for a rogue.
Die.
Okay, no, it's cool, it's cool. Right, Steve is going to attempt to grapple Ulrich's shadow if it's still there.
Yep.
So what do I need to roll for that?
It's athletic.
It's a bit the +2 again. 20. Good job, Steve.
What's your movement speed?
Person.
Yeah.
A main window.
Shadow.
Basically, I want him to grapple it to try and like force it down to the ground.
Mm-hmm. Nope.
What?
Right. You would have succeeded, but it has a condition immunity if it grappled.
Oh. Well, alright, fuck it. I'll take an attack of opportunity. I'm dashing and jumping out the window. Sorry, Steve.
You could have done that with Steve.
Yeah, I could have done, but my thinking was, well, if I can stop it from getting attack of opportunity on like people who move and hold it down.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. If I knew it couldn't be grappled, I would have had Steve leave as well first. Actually, I should have just done that. I should have had Steve just leave and take the attack. But yeah, that's fine. If you want to make the attack of opportunity on Krastar, that's fine. But I'm dashing. Unless I get murdered now.
I'll be right back.
Oh god, I fucking hope you don't get murdered.
Well,
Oh shit.
I even have elf.
True. We don't know how strong this spell is though.
Yeah, that hits Krastar.
You know, for fairness, on the roll on thingy, you're not gonna die from this either.
No. I know. Because it was 22 on Ulrich as a crit. 10 damage. Cool. And you can lower my strength by about, I don't give a damn. Oh no, my strength's gone down by 2 to 13. What a shame. And I just jump out
This
the
old
window.
man is ripped, motherfucker.
Well, put it this way, I've got 15 strength, 15 dex, 14 con, 19 intelligence, 14 wisdom, and 12 charisma. Fucking Krastar
Not
is
bad
a
stats.
beast.
Yeah. But yeah, with your 60 feet of movement, because you're dashing with your action,
I'm going to do a swan
Yeah,
dive out the window.
you just make it like, because of having to move around the couple shadows that are in the way, it's closer than you like time-wise, but you do make it through. And fucking swan dive out.
I open up for my
Beautiful
neck.
And you disappear.
What happens to Steve? Is he still there?
At the minute, yeah.
I
Not there.
go.
Right. Can Freya... Right, so Zolas can move it. How far away is Freya from the window?
Well, Freya is about 20 feet from the door, and then 45 further feet from the window.
Right. Can I? I'm very sorry. Can I?
Ditch Freya.
So, I'm going to...
I mean, I'm good. I can move 40 feet.
Can you move? No, I mean, I'm going to help a bit. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to move into the doorway. I'm going to use Water Whip on Freya to pull her 10 feet towards me.
Okay.
With my action.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm
Wait,
giving you damage.
You didn't have to do it, but alright.
I'm helping a bit, because like...
You could have just ran out.
No, I can still run. This is my action.
Okay.
I'm helping you with my action and bonus
Get
action.
dashes.
Getting the hell out of there. So... Make a save if you want.
What is it?
Strength.
Strength?
Yeah.
Oh, I have advantage on this.
Oh, great.
You can choose to fail it.
Oh, I can choose to fail it? Oh.
Yeah, you can choose to willingly get affected by things if you have
Oh, well,
5 members doing it, really.
then yes.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I've been hit.
8 damage.
Oh no.
8 damage, which is reduced to 4.
Laume, how could you?
Yeah.
You keep my rage going, so that's cool.
Yeah.
Right,
Right,
that
cool.
happens, you yank her towards you.
And then dash out the window.
You've got like shitloads of movement as well.
Yeah, I think I
So-
moved
Boss it out,
90 feet.
then leap out the window. And you're suddenly gone as well.
Not as stylishly as Krastar, though.
Maybe not. There's no judges, so. Freya.
10.
What's the exact number I am away from the window?
How much does the water whip pull?
10 feet.
10 feet. So you're like 25, 55.
Oh, shit. Alright, I'm just gonna normal dash out.
Mm-hmm.
Just bob for the window.
And with your movement, you've enough, because even with the moving around, because you've loads.
Yeah.
You run past everything, run past the scowling,
Oh my god.
weird shade things, and fucking dive out as well. You're gone. It's Alice, you're the only one left.
Well, no, Steve's left.
You're just standing there.
Although that's the
It's
thing,
Alice, you're the
'cause-
only one of consequence left.
yeah, yeah. I would also like to point out that technically Steve cannot leave because I need to order him with a bonus action, and I'm not there anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Bye, Steve. I don't think I'm close enough to grab Steve.
That's
Just
fine.
like him out the window.
It's a bad idea.
I'm just gonna jump through the window.
Mhm.
See
You're
you
already close, so
people.
it's no contest. You run and leap out the window, and instantly, the moment each of you jumped out, you're like, you jumped and you were falling, and you just fell towards the ground. You know, feeling the sensation of fuck, that's a flaw. That's coming towards me faster than I would like it to. And then right in,
Fast
you
starts
know,
doing it head first.
you're like spinning. You're doing like the fucking Konoha Lotus or some shit.
I'm gonna try and
Well, yeah.
land in the Solid Snake style.
Well,
Why
as,
not?
as you coming down and like right at the moment of when you would hit the ground, suddenly you're just all lying down like outside the front doors, and it's super early morning, like the sun has just come up, rising towards the east, which is like the direction the place is facing in, and you're all lying there outside, deathly quiet. You would at this point turn off music if you still had it on like me.
Oh yeah. There we go.
Let's
None of
go
that
back
noise.
in. It's not.
None of that anything, and you all just come to like it's morning. The sun, you're cold because it's unseasonably cold right now.
Can I go
and it's
over to
dewy
talk
and
to
stuff.
Brazza?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Crastar failed his epic landing.
Actually, no, I changed my mind. I won't trust him with this. I'm gonna go to Uruk.
You would trust Crastar?
Well, I don't
Are
know.
you
I don't trust him.
Are you actually intelligent by not trusting Crastar?
I don't trust Castor that much.
Exactly, you're fucking intelligent but not trusting Crastar.
Yeah, there you go. Then. I'm gonna go over to Uruk.
Mhm.
Gotta whisper to him and say, "You got any spells that can set that building on fire?" He's not there.
Sorry,
Feels-
sorry, are you talking to Ulrich or Crastar?
I can do it in a minute. In the meantime,
Well, Crastar doesn't, so I don't have any spells prepared that can
Just-
set a building on fire.
just freeze frame that. In the meantime, you know you've all woken up, and you know just before this happens, you wake up, you're looking around, you see all the stuff I described, and you can now see. Sorry, say again. Is like anybody here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're here, we're here.
We're just
Oh no,
listening.
my ping's going like dog shit. That's why.
Oh,
Oh.
right. Nah, that's fair enough. Yeah, no one said anything. We asked away though.
You know, my ping's all over the shop. 3,000.
Oh shit.
We can still hear you
17.
fine, to be fair.
Super weird. Alright. So yeah, you're outside, the description, blah blah blah. And you can see there's two figures again. One like the girl in the painting in the attic, but you know, with the blue hue. And then another girl, older. Yeah, think like 13, 14, 15, that kind of thing. Stood holding her hand, and she just and they let go of each other's hands in that moment, and she's reminiscent of the other girl that led you here, but instead of having like long blonde hair. It's like messily cut and jet black, and one of her eyes is kind of lazy and rolling around all over the shop, and she's got scars all over her. And instead of wearing just like comfortable, just simple but nice clothing, she's wearing like the scraps of the orphanage almost. And Laurel says, "Thank you for helping me. I can go now." And the other girl just is stood there.
Wait,
So just check. This person looks like the person that we just helped, right? Just with
No,
different.
no, like there's 3 girls, right?
All right.
There's Laurel, the orphan,
Right.
who you did the diary for and all that stuff.
Okay.
There's the chick who's holding her hand
mm,
with black hair, and then the other girl I'm talking about, the one black hair is reminiscent of, is the blonde-haired girl who like led you to the orphanage.
the moon girl.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You're welcome.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't know. Cross like I remember what went on really. It's been a bit of a trip down memory. Well, I can't even say memory lane. It's a trip down. Wait, what the fuck happened? Lane. I don't know. Crosstown might have been the one to kill that person. He doesn't know. He was one of the
But
fucking
then as
asylum patients. Of course, I don't fucking know.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Yo.
Ulrich. By the way, Freya asked whether you have any spells to set the place on fire.
I can produce flame.
I don't think that's going to be strong enough.
Is it like zero
Um,
level? You can keep using it, maybe?
Cantrip.
Yes, you keep using it.
Just keep using it until it starts a fire.
Do we have any like oil or anything flammable that we could put?
I did we escape?
Yeah, we escaped.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just gonna heal myself.
yeah, okay. But then, so she's thanked you. I'm sure somewhere in there was like a slight acknowledgement of that. And as you do, she just sort of like nods, lets go of the other girl's hand, and just fades away into starlight almost. And this black-haired girl is just still fucking stood there, lazy eye, just kind of bloodshot.
She just
This
stood
girl's
there.
proper creepy.
Yeah. And for a moment, as you're all sitting around looking confused, the moon girl just appears from behind you and walks out. Reaches for the black-haired girl's hand, who just sort of lets it be taken. And there's a flash of light and like a short, not so loud, but little thunderclap.
Mm.
And this flash of light, and for a second you can't see. And then as your vision comes back, you can still see them both stood there, the blonde girl holding the black-haired girl's hand, looking extremely confused.
Mm.
As if you expected something to happen that didn't.
Do either of you two girls? Can either of you two girls set the building on fire?
The blonde girl shakes her head, and the black girl is just stood there.
What's wrong?
You okay?
The blonde girl still hasn't never really spoken to any of you, and she looks confused, and she points to herself, and then to the black-haired girl. She sort of like makes circular shapes with her hands, and then she looks confused.
Are you two supposed to be the same person?
There's like a, like, I don't know I don't know how you do that. Describe the hand movement. Basically, take your hand, palm facing the floor,
Shake it
back
side
facing
up.
up, and yeah, you just sort of like wiggle it about.
Kind of.
Kind of.
Okay.
Hmm.
Do you know what's wrong? Can we do anything to help?
Shrugs your shoulders.
Hmm.
Oh, by the way, is Steve here?
Wait a sec. No,
Crossed
Unfortunately.
eyes is going to look quite upset and quite dejected.
I'm gonna walk closer to both of them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I went to go poke the one in the one with black hair.
Right. Just real quick, Will, sorry. With Steve for Skeleton, can I detect that the spell's effect is no longer in effect?
Yeah.
Cool.
You're almost like not on the same plane of existence anymore, kind of thing.
Yeah, I figured as much. That's fine. Yeah.
Shit.
Just means I can get a new Steve. After Crash dies the morning for the next
Steve
30
Mark
seconds.
II.
Yes, Steve Mark II. This one will have armor, a weapon, and a shield eventually.
All right, so you two are walking up to the pair.
Hmm.
And doing anything in particular?
Poke.
Wow.
I said what I was gonna do.
Black hair girl barely moves, and the blonde hair girl
It's like
looks
the
irritated.
fuck. It's like the fuck.
Like,
Why do I get the feeling the like two halves are the same person? Because one person isn't reacting to anything, the other one's reacting to everything.
Yeah, the black hair girl's damaged.
Damn it.
I mean, yeah, she's got scars. She's got a lazy eye. It's bloodshot.
Kind of felt when she like absorbed that pain from her body, she like forget about it in some elaborate form.
Is this, just for clarification, the moon girl? Is that the one I keep seeing?
Yeah,
Right.
Mhm.
she brought us to this hell.
Right.
Speaking of which, as they're looking at Moon Girl, I start walking around the place throwing grease flame into the building.
yeah, okay.
Burn it to the
Also with
ground.
luminous and stuff.
Yeah, it's like we're just throwing fireballs in
Yeah.
there.
Alright. Give me just a sec.
Damn.
So, good conversation.
Wait just a sec. It was like finding the right fucking bit of it down.
Oh, sorry, I thought things just kind of naturally petered out, just like, what else should we ask?
I've got another thing I want to try. I'm just waiting for Will.
Just don't prod him again.
I mean, what are you doing?
Change into a wolf. I want to see if the black hair girl has any effect on me,
Just do
like
not hit
the
them with
other
the
girl
axe.
does.
Do not hit them with the axe. For God's sake. I know you're like Freya.
What? I'm not. No, I won't do that. No, I wouldn't do that.
Alright, hold on a sec.
From what Will's told me about the other girl puts me at ease. Like I can trust her. Oh shit.
You change into Wolf, right? And it's the similar feeling. You're next to the Moon Girl anyway.
Yeah, so.
But it's not lessened in any way by this other one.
Hmm.
And as you change and you sort of go up close and you're sniffing around and just checking,
Yeah.
the dark-haired one suddenly stirs while still holding the hand of the Moon Girl, looks at you, looks down towards you, and speaks and says,
Oh.
"Morning calls, darkness draws. Upon this day a shadow falls. Silence walks through the halls since I've been gone. Seek the holly fair pet, silver moon silhouette. In due time you will forget that I am gone." And she's still just
I'm-
looking at you.
All of that.
Hmm.
I'll put it in the thingy.
Does she do anything else after that, or?
No, she keeps looking at Freya.
Oh. So it did trigger some. All right.
Anybody else?
See the dark side of the moon.
Cool. If true, that's cool.
Seek the holy fair pet.
Hmm.
I'm gonna look at Moongo. I'm gonna go. Do you know what she means?
She does the thing again.
Must be.
Do you know what will happen to her? Will she be like this forever? I guess.
She like shrugs her shoulders again and it's like a little hug on the black-haired girl.
Mm.
Hmm.
Can I take the
Does she
hand?
look
of the black girl?
injured or out?
Sorry, say again.
Does she look
Pardon?
injured or out?
Not recently injured. She's got
Right.
like scars and stuff all over her, and I like that when eyes bloodshot and stuff. But it's not like fresh necessarily.
Can I cast Moonbeam in front of them, see what happens? Not on them.
Yeah, sorry. What, Lame? What are you doing, real quick?
I wanted to try and hold her hand. The the black-haired girl's hand.
Okay. As you touch her and hold her hand, she speaks again, looking at you. She wasn't just staring at Freya this entire time, wherever she was moving. And suddenly looks at Lame. And then looks at like, your hands entwined. Looks back at you and says, "I was busy underwater, seeing how long I could hold my breath. A drowning flower caught my eye, and I had to come on up for air."
That's what we call poor adult supervision.
What did she say again? Sorry.
He's put it in chat.
Starting from I was busy underwater. I don't know why it does line breaks
No,
randomly.
that's a drowning flower caught my eye and I had to come for air.
You recall that she was like, for some reason, with Laurel.
Hmm.
In the crib.
Hmm.
Did you cast Moonbeam, Rick?
Yeah, like next to them, not on them.
Yeah. Blonde one, still holding like the left hand of the other one. Sort of does a little smile and brings up their hands that are together and just puts it in the beam. And doesn't seem to like have that much of effect, but it like it's when the hands in it, it's sort of like there's as if like a breeze going through and like ruffling the hair and that for both of them.
Right.
And like the light of it hitting them, they sort of like lean into as if like sunlight.
Right.
Cool day.
Hmm. I have no idea.
It's almost as if it's a mystery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get the second part, but the first part is blanking so hard.
I do not get any of it.
Nope.
Second part is in the second thing she said, or the second part of the thing she said to you.
Yeah.
It was an either or, not a yes, no.
It's like the second, like when Lamy held around that second one.
Okay. You could explain.
Well, the drowning flower was Laurel, and it seems like she got stuck in the building. And that's why the Moon Girl got us to go over and help her out.
If you're saying this aloud, Moon goes like, like smiling and nodding at you.
Krasnar's just crying in the corner. Don't mind Krasnar.
About the skeleton, not about any of this shit.
Yeah.
You've cried. Someone's cried about skeletons before.
It was
Is
the
there
first time
anything-
I've raised one.
Remember, he like fought a skeleton with his brother, and then the skeleton died, and he started crying.
Yeah, but it was on some like weird kind of like tricky.
Yeah, I was tripping balls then, alright? As
Yeah.
fucking Jammering.
You
Jammering was tripping balls. The magical effect kind of attracted me to the skeleton just before I destroyed it, so
Yeah, it was, oh, that were a beautiful roll.
it was.
Like the description of it was like, you've hit them and stuff, and it's going to kill them and stuff, and it's just like in the moment before their death, you fall irrevocably in love with them for the next fucking 24 hours or something. So he explodes the skeleton and then immediately falls to his knees and picks up its skull. And starts bawling over it. Oh, that was hilarious. But yeah, as you're all thinking about stuff, blonde girl starts leading with black-haired girl just from Shelbridge,
Right.
and there's like a little still staying within a certain range of the group and like of Lame, but just goes further away from the cradle.
Well, the cradle should be on fire by now.
Yeah.
It's pretty well on fire. Yes, the entire time it's like
Just occasionally look back and go, this is interesting.
cool story.
You will not be forgotten, Steve. Krasnar will never forget you.
You want to cook these bones?
Krasnar will raise a new skeleton and name him Steve the Second in your honor.
Guys, I think Krasnar's crazy.
Yeah.
No.
No.
No. I thought I was hiding it really well. How did you find out? It's just not possible.
So what the rest of you do?
Burning this, going away, making camp. You'd lie down after this.
Yeah. You wanna be away from the cradle?
Yeah.
Shocker.
Yeah, Krasnar's gonna, still upset, go with Ulrich to make camp, and then he's gonna immediately cry himself to sleep.
Okay.
I'm thinking they drink.
You all head off like thinking about what's happened and this fucking Ridley shit,
Yeah.
which just have to say like super out of thing. I'm not telling you any actual details of anything. It's just the title of the notepad file in which all of this shit's written in is weird prophetic shit. Descriptive titles. But yeah, so you all get a distance away. As I say, it's morning, but obviously you've not had a long rest in a fucking while. And half of you have got like strength damage and shit. And
Yeah,
you're super
yeah.
weak.
Yeah, which is why we're just making camp.
Yeah. So you get like as far away as is comfortable, which is pretty far.
I'm gonna say
And
about
Baldo.
a mile. I'm gonna be comfortable with about a mile.
Yeah. And you can still just about you could see the blaze as the place is on fire magically. And you set
Kumbaya,
up-
Christ our Lord, kumbaya.
and you set up, you get comfortable, you get like food on the go and hot drinks to just recover from the ordeal.
Mhm.
And that's where I'm calling it for tonight.
Cool. That was a good session.
Yeah.
That's it. Glad you enjoyed it. I just keep hearing like super like irritated, confused sounds from Danielle.
No, leave me alone. I'm such a bitch.
I keep hearing like little huffs. It's like, what the fuck is that? Any of that mean?
So how much XP do we get?
Oh fuck.
It's not
Yeah, that's something that we would like to know,
Give me a hold.
since it is kind of important. It's like half the reason we play the damn game. Like, I want to level up.
Alright. How much XP are you on right now?
15,700 myself.
13,295. I'm still level 5.
Oh, you've got 6. You're close enough.
How much people need? Because I
A
know
lot.
like how much you should be for actually navigating.
7,300.
About the same.
Quite
5,300.
Does anyone recall what you got last time?
No.
Like, 1,000 and a bit, I think. Although we didn't do as much fighting. We didn't really do any fighting. We did a
No,
little
we
bit of
did a
fighting.
couple of zombies.
There was a couple of those zombie things,
Yeah.
but that was about it. We weren't taking out like, dozens upon dozens of those shadows things.
I mean, the shadows weren't really strong.
Yeah, but there's a lot of them. I killed 15 of the fuckers in one goddamn spell, so...
7. So, if I give you... Did you guess about 3 last time?
Did we what say?
Mhm.
Did you guess it about like 3 tower last time? Or something?
What XP that we got? Or
Yeah.
about... I thought it was about 1,000 something each.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was a guess anyway, I'm not sure whether
Yeah.
that's actually the case.
See, it seems about right. It's the trouble with like, because you get experience not just from killing, but from the whole
Completely
doing the
then.
whatever the fuck it is, and I totally forgot to fucking figure out how much it should be beforehand. So I'm gonna figure out what half of the fucking dungeon as well.
Yeah. What I do with Pathfinder, if this helps, is when I've got a planned encounter, right? I work out how much experience that encounter's worth. So regardless of whether you guys actually are going to kill that thing or people to deal with it, or whether you're just going to stealthily get through it, either way you've defeated the encounter. Where so regardless you'll get the XP. So technically with that Hag and Ulrich shadow, I know all of these shadows all the shade things that were still alive. Although we didn't beat them, we defeated them, if you get what I mean, by surviving.
I mean, we burnt it to the ground, so technically they're dead.
Well, kind
Technically,
of.
I destroyed the cradle. I killed the cradle. So I killed all the monsters.
I mean, they were in the past though.
Does that mean no one else can go in?
No,
the past, so they're
no.
stuck
It
in
was the
time?
cradle's memory, not the past.
Well,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
good point.
All right, I think. Well, I'm gonna think about this for a second more while I go for pee.
Okay.
Alright.
Tomato smarters. Alright, anyway, thank you everyone for watching. This has been Cookies38. Sign off for now, and we'll see you next week for Pathfinder. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.